Hello. Hello. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yay! These are words. Hola.
Yeah. Hello. That's German.
Konnichiwa. Well, that's hello in the afternoon in Japan. And then Ohio.
Ohio.
Well, isn't Ohio the one for good morning?
Yeah.
Well, I forgot the one for evening. But you know, it is almost midnight, so it's basically time to say Ohio. That, I know that talking about Bill Cosby is, you know, nowadays. But, well, no, because I grew up watching The Cosby Show, okay? And, the episode, there was one episode where, before she became That's So Raven, where she played a little kid in that show, and she was wearing a kimono, and one of the other kids from the Cosby Show, or she said Ohio, and then the other kid said New Jersey, and I don't know, that is always stuck in my brain.
Alright.
But anyway, that being said, we're going to continue our adventure in the Unbreakable Speckled Band. So, a little bit of recap. What happened last time was we lost our beloved.
Yeah.
We lost our beloved! And granted, I should have known it was going to happen. I think a part of me knew it would, or it had at least the potential to happen. Our Mia kind of character, he done died. He was murdered, and we're suspected of the blame again. And I'm curious to see if going forward in this series, we're blamed for every single murder. Because so far, it's 2 out of 2, so I don't know what to expect for the other ones. But we've been accused of murdering our best friend / lover, and this lady that you see who looks like she's going, oh no, she was masquerading as an old dude, and we did a cool, neat dance routine with Herlock Sholmes over here. And deduced that he's actually the escaped ballerina who supposedly stole this expensive tiara. Ooh! So we figured that out, but we will find out what's to come soon. We left off on I was so scared when I ran away in Shanghai. All right, and ergo, if I remember correctly, you were playing Miss Pavlova.
Yep.
So that was you, and then I'm playing some people.
Yep.
All right, so Pavlova.
All right.
Shall we begin?
I think I was just trying to do just a girl voice.
Yeah,
Let's see.
that's fine.
I was so scared when I ran away in Shanghai. I don't know. I was sure they would come looking for me.
I think that's
There
the
you go.
voice
That's
you
it.
used.
Yeah. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disgust myself, so no one would recognize me.
I would make myself look heinous. As a result, you transformed yourself into that questionable old man? I see.
I put on the fur hat and the fake beard. And just before you came in here, I saw in the newspaper, right on the page, there was a picture of me. I was so frightened, I couldn't stop from screaming. I knew that if I didn't change my appearances completely, they would find me.
Look at how my leg is bent in that picture.
So I decided to cut all my hair as fastly as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and... What did I do for Sholmes?
Were you British?
I guess.
I don't remember what you did. Oh, it's Crow!
Alert.
Hey, so I'm a lurk, because I don't want spoilers for the game, but good luck with the stream and have fun. Love you both. And we both love you, Crow Corono. Thank you so much. And absolutely, get out of here so you don't spoil yourself. No spoils. Don't do it. And also, thank you for dropping by. Alright, Sholmes, hit it.
At that precise moment, you walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door. Wait, why is that annoying?
Things happen like that sometimes, don't they?
Things do indeed happen like that from time to time.
Annoyingly. Are those two even talking about the same thing? Aw, all the hearts to you too, Kurono. All the hearts. There's just one more thing I'd like to know.
What's that? What's in the box?
What's in the box? What exactly do you have inside your traveling case? Well, Pavlova, what do you have?
Oh, you were right. It is my dear friend inside. My only friend in the whole world.
Uh-oh.
Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say to any of the crew.
Your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But in return, you must tell us, in as much detail as you can muster, about the events of last night.
Yes, all right. I will tell you.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo? Wasn't it something Mr. Sholm's great deduction? You mean the one we fixed? I distinctly remember that. We fixed it. It was certainly something. Yes. I'm just not entirely sure what. But at least Miss Pavlova has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible.
Indeed, it is incredible. Ah, and one more thing.
Oh, yes? What?
Observe your wrists.
We're cuffed again, aren't we? Because we're done dancing. Your hands are cupped again! What? But how?
True to my word, I have restored your shackles.
You see, it's for continuity. We needed to do this for the animation. When and why? I'm not sus! I'm not the imposter, okay? There is still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry to say, it can't be helped at the moment. Can't it? Really? Anyway, let's listen to what Miss Pavlova has to say. I can't go on not knowing. I have to find out what this speckled band that Kazuma-sama wrote about in his diary really was. Let's converse! What happened last night? Did you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night?
One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast.
It was kind of a bummer. You know, I was just trying to eat, and then they were like, yeah, some dude's dead. The man who died, he was a friend of mine. I loved him.
Oh.
See, this is now an extra bummer, thanks! That's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night? Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking?
Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps its steam engine exploded.
Perhaps everyone on board
Yeah.
would have noticed if that had happened. You know, if we all exploded and died.
Yeah, you were on the boat. You would have noticed.
Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us?
Yet. I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was what I had done and whether they would find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me.
I worry that he's too quiet, so I wanted to make sure the mic was next to you. Oh, I see. Why'd you run away? You've run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novovich Ballet. Sorry.
Yes. Duh. I am traveling to Great Britain, and from there I want to go to America.
Burst into song, Pavlova.
I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about the ballet. I will start a new life.
You wish to forget a challenging proposition when you have that striking tiara as a reminder.
But the tiara is mine. I need it to live.
It's got my blood inside of it!
Whoa.
I have no money of my own. The Belovich Ballet gives us only a little food and water, and we must dance all over the world.
Jeez.
Wow.
This place sounds not that great.
Right?
I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would have killed me.
So you ran away to protect yourself.
Yes, and the crew of the ship, they have all been kind to me.
It's because I'm hot.
They let me come on board, and they said I could hide in this cabin.
If that is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova,
Wait, she said hide in this cabin. So
Yeah.
did they know she's a runaway?
I guess.
So why was she
apparently.
trying to disguise herself then?
For everybody else on the ship?
I guess.
It creates a most intriguing conundrum.
Though I wonder if it's that. We'll see. Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo? Me? Oh, well, yes, of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlova's explanation. To what conundrum, I'm not sure, but
Conundrum.
let's do that first.
Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle.
Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle.
What walks on four legs in the morning?
Oh yeah!
Just
I remember that riddle from Flint's.
from everything.
Well, yeah, but for me, it's imprinted into my brain from Flint the Time Detective. So I
Yeah.
just wanted to put that out there. But anyway, go ahead. Dot dot dot.
According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you boarded this vessel. However, SS Buria stopped by no port last night.
She's a witch. Oh, that's it, of course! She's a witch! She flew on her broom!
So how is it, pray, that you came to be aboard?
Now that I think about it, the crewman outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about when the occupant of this cabin came aboard. Oh yeah, that was you.
That is not your business.
You get all the cool-voiced people. Yes, you're right. Did seem to be hiding something. It's pretty sus.
An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage.
Sorry? What was that?
It is how the Russian newspapers described one of my performances.
See, I'm a witch. I fell from the sky.
I did a big ballet jump onto the boat.
I pirouetted so far.
And that is how I came here too. I descended from the heavens because I am an angel.
Still saying, she's a witch. She flew on her broom. She flew.
ballet magic.
Hell yeah. Instead of Kiki's delivery service, Kiki's pirouette power. I don't know. Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid. Mr. Sholmes once said, I never can resist a touch of the dramatic. It seems Miss Pavlova is the same.
A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection. Words once said about myself.
I said them.
A quote from a wonderfully extravagant advertisement for the adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, in fact.
Man, how often are we going to say Sherlock Holmes by
We
accident?
probably could just say that, honestly.
We really could.
It was only changed for copyright purposes.
Yes, it was. Mr. Showy. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really happened.
Friend.
Or foe.
What is a friend?
Yeah, give me a dictionary. What does it say under friend? So the friend you mentioned is inside your traveling case. Is that right? I don't think animals are allowed on board, according to the rules of passage.
Oh, please don't tell any of the crew.
It's my pet lobster!
If they found my precious...
Then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt. Although, I mean, you just said that they were, like, specifically trying to help her and stuff.
Right?
But, oh no, you got an animal. Fuck you.
Ah!
So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes. But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it? Please let it be a puppy!
Yet.
Maybe an adorable little rabbit?
Yet. Ha! You credit Russia as a land with small rabbits, do you?
Oh, don't they have small rabbits there, then?
You may well ask. I have no idea.
Huh.
You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of young ballerina's friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken.
Really?
Consider the benefits.
You can eat them.
A rousing wake-up call. Daily fresh eggs. And when adversity strikes, it could satisfy the needs of sustenance.
Oh, no. So you'd eat your friends. I'll remember that.
No.
Man, you guys are all stupid.
Well, it would appear this friend's identity is a closely guarded secret not to be revealed.
Not ever. Not ever, ever, ever. Forget it. We will never know.
Ha 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 ha.
She obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. And I mean, who can blame her? We did barge into her room. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it.
I see.
What have we got? Russian word for wardrobe in purple ink. It appeared. Oh, well, she is Russian, so it's probably that. Or is it this? I wonder.
Oh yeah,
I
ask her
think-
about the speckled band.
It could be about either.
Yeah.
I want to ask her about
Try
that
it.
first. Yeah.
Yeah, so go back.
Yeah. So let's present.
Yes.
Yeah. Present. Okay.
Look at this dead guy.
Miss Pavlova, would you take a look at this? Don't laugh.
I don't know. Oh, I think this is the generic response.
Yeah. Mr. Naruhodo, you're frightening the poor girl. Oh, sorry. I wasn't trying to. I just showed her a picture of a dead guy, that's all. This is the diary of my friend, who passed away.
His diary?
Yes, and he wrote in it last night, before he died. Something a little unusual. It reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. And then a few minutes later, 35, what looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
A speckled band? I don't understand.
That rhymed! It's strange, isn't it? but the ventilator he mentions joins to this cabin, you see. See, right there, that one, right there. It's up there on the wall. In other words, this cabin and the victim's cabin are connected together.
Oh. Cool.
Miss Pavlova, has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps? Alright, I admit it! I'm Yondu from Marvel, okay? I whistled and shot him with an arrow!
No. I don't know anything.
Oh. Ah, so we're really gonna pretend she doesn't have a snake in there. Oh, knock knock. Who's there? Oh!
Excuse me, Mr. Roylott. Wow.
Whoa, that was quick!
Yes, what?
Wow, she's fast.
Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to Captain's quarters at once, please.
Alright, I will come now. Still holding these scissors.
What?
You must leave now.
Oh, no, it's fine. Don't mind us. We'll just poke around while you're gone. Yes, please don't worry yourself, Mr. Roylott.
Get out!
The passenger said out, or you want me to throw you out?
Ugh, looks like we'll have to leave investigating this cabin until later. What a pity. I'd hoped to go through her belongings while she was away.
Right, yeah. Like, don't mind us. We'll just hang out in your room.
Oh, that reminds me of, like, in El Dorado, when, like, Miguel and Tulio are changing, and they're like, do you mind? And Shell's like, no, as she just sits there watching. Yeah. That's just what that made me think of. And so we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. I mean, you just were told to leave. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside.
Well, there you go.
Well, there you go. Oh, hey! Hey, Ross, how you doing? Hope that you are well.
Checkpoint reached.
Heck yes. Oh, you just got home? Yeah, I know that Ergo was telling me that traffic was today. Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just go back. Just go back. Just go back.
You're good. You're good. You're
it's all good. It's all good. Ooh. The 9th of January. Hell yeah.
This is booyah.
It's
almost like a booyah.
I know, right?
Booyah.
That's what I always think of. I always think of booyah! I wish we hadn't been thrown out like that. I wish we'd managed to find some clues as to what that speckled band might be. We didn't manage to investigate at all.
I mean, we found out, like...
We did! We
found out that the guy is like an escaped ballerina in disguise.
Right?
We discovered some things.
Not some, but absolutely. Let's see. And I imagine... Whoa, look at his midriff. Whoa, look at his little tummy sticking out there. Yeah, hi. Poke, poke.
Oh my god, move on.
Poke,
Oh, what was that?
I heard a noise. I heard a noise. Oh, it's a fin has fallen. Sorry, I probably. Ah! yeah. It's a hyphen?
It's a hyphen.
It's a hyphen! Thank you for the follow, It's a hyphen. I appreciate you. Sorry, I was like going between windows and I was like, Ergo was the one with the big brain and was like, I can move it. And I'm like, no. And then, but you can't guess who this is. Go on, guess. It's a hyphen. Now I feel pressured. Oh no. Give me a hint. Give me a hint. I need a hint. My brain doesn't work often. Well, see, I kind of figured that. Oh, hang on.
Do you know somebody with a hyphen in their name?
I mean, probably. I mean, it stands to know. Give me a hint about yourself. Do I need a hint?
Is it someone Ross knows?
Is it Ross? Is it your wife? Yes. Wait. Yes, you do. I do need a hint. Is that an answer to my question?
You do know somebody with a hyphen?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now I feel so stupid. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This is hard. Hang on. I could cheat.
Oh my God.
Let me go. Let me go to the Book of Faces. Who all do I know with a hyphen in their name?
Oh my God.
Shut up.
Please just tell her. This will take forever.
Shut up. And I'll feel so stupid. I'll be like,
tell
oh my
her.
God. I know. I have a feeling. Oh my
Just
God.
tell her who you are.
Hang on. Ah! There's so many people I know from there. Okay, alright. I'm looking at all the people I know. Any of you guys have a hyphen in your name that I may have conveniently forgot about? God, I feel like a fool. Well, I know you, and so that means I love you, so I hope that you know that this is not an insult at all. I love you. I know, sweet Jeebus indeed. So the first one I see, I don't know if it's okay if I'm allowed to use your name. I'm assuming it's okay. But is this Courtney? Because
Yeah, you need more hints.
I might need more hints. I know that you did work in it.
She has worked with a lot of people.
I have. As you know, I've been there.
It doesn't really narrow it down.
I've been there a million years, as you are aware. And of course, we'll see if it is. And okay, it's not. So, wait, I am correct. Wait, was I correct before when I assumed that it was your wife? Because she also has a hyphen in her name. Or was I correct that it was Courtney? Now I'm confused.
Playing you?
Oh, so it is. It is. This is Helena Ann, yeah? And I hope that's okay for me to say. How very dare you. No! Well, I had a feeling because Ross was here and then you're here, so I was like, well, I know that Ross's wife has a hyphen in her name, but I don't know if this is her or not. I don't know. But now I do know, and now I will cherish seeing this name come up, and I'll know exactly who it is. The trauma will remind me. But I hope that you both are doing well. I know that Ross just got home, so I hope that you are doing well and that you are both relaxing and enjoying yourselves. And yes, it do. Chaos reigns. Yes, it do. It do. You guys are. You definitely are a chaotic duo. I love it. As Ross just sits there quietly going, let's see how long this will play out before I finally let her know that she's just losing her mind. Oh my gosh. But I appreciate you both stopping in. You guys are awesome. Have you guys played the game already? The Great Ace Attorney? So I hope these aren't spoilery for you. Have you, Ergo, did you ever meet them?
I mean, I think I ran into Ross.
Mm-hmm. But you may not have met her before?
Maybe not.
Well, if you ever do cross paths, I'll be sure to go, it's them!
Yeah.
You know, as like it's a hyphen, it's them! And then you can't ever say that you played this or met Ergo. Okay. But here, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna keep reading these words here. But I am glad to know that you are both here. Oh, and that's can't ever say that I have to both. Gotcha. Well, I hope that this doesn't spoiler you too much, but if you're okay with spoilers, then awesome. And then one day, you will meet the Ergo, and then I can be like, it's him! And then you can, and then Ergo can be like, it's a them! And yay! Woo! Alright. So, let's, keep focusing on Mr. Belly Button over here. I think it's really funny that his little tummy is, you can just see it's like poke. I'm using my little arrow, I'm poking his belly button. Yay! So let's see. So Susato, that we won't be able to for a while longer. We'll never get past that sailor guarding the door. I just really want to boop his tummy. Boop,
God.
boop, boop.
Move on.
He's clearly glaring at us, as if to say, don't even think about it.
Don't even think about touching his belly button.
I was just gonna say that. Don't even think about touching my belly button. Wait a minute. What is it? Well, what happened to our great detective friend? Where did he go? Oh, yes! He's completely disappeared! When did he do that? He slipped away, as quietly as the wind. But not before ensuring these were securely back on my wrists, the bitch. Should we examine things? We already examined this.
Yeah, well, I had to check.
And yet.
Just click and hold.
Look how quickly she looked at that book. Okay. Anything?
That's everything. Well, you can click on it.
Ooh. That door leads to the second class area. It's locked. I can't open it. No? Well, that stands to reason. No one wants to let the murderer escape. Gosh, she gave me a very stern look when she said that. Rude. Oop. I've investigated thoroughly, but I can't find anything out of
I think
place.
also if you like click and drag, it'll drag.
Ah, sweet!
It looks like we looked at everything.
We done did. Alright. I wonder... Go! Also, my name is...
What? Why you look like that? You want something?
Do you like my name? Do you like how it is beef stroganoff?
Oh yes, because his first name is Biff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Biff Stroganoff.
Hmm.
Maybe you want me to throw you out again,
Yeah, I really liked it. It reminded me of the Fresh Prince. Do it again. Oh, no, definitely not that.
Next time I have to throw you out, I show you where lobsters spend winter. Understand?
Where do the lobsters spend winter?
Yes,
In the boiling...
ocean?
That or the boiling pot? I don't know.
Oh, maybe? I don't know. It's unclear.
Understand? But I kinda don't. Maybe I should steer clear of him until he's forgotten my face. I don't think he'll ever forget your face, Naruhodo-san. Or Naruhodo-san. Ah! Okay. Can I talk to this guy? No,
You have to go back.
I guess.
There's no converse.
Dang it.
We can go back into our room, I guess.
I guess so, yeah.
Boris, never forget face.
Boris, never forget face. Never, ever. It is born into Boris's head. Oh, let's see. Ooh, man, I want to go to her cabin. But we can't. I know. Let's go
Only
back.
one option.
Let's go back to the cabin where our friend is dead. Well, his body's gone, but
Also, I'm glad with them moving between stuff, I guess you just get a list of everywhere that you can go. Because, like, remember how it'd be weird sometimes, like, how you had to move between places in the games?
I mean, it might
Like-
still be like that, because I mean, like, it would be
maybe.
related places that you could go to. So, we'll see. Because we are just on a ship right now, so. Alright, so we are doing the right thing. Got the text here. It looks like they're still investigating in here. Yes, on that subject, I wonder if Inspector Hosonaga is unscathed. Oh yeah, our boy! The Gumshoe, but not Gumshoe. What do you mean unscathed? Surely you haven't forgotten, have you, Norohado-san? Don't you remember what he said about allowing you out of this cabin to investigate? He was going to talk to the captain about it. He said he'd lay his life on the line for you. Oh, yes, but I'm sure he was exaggerating. Let's see what he has to say for himself. Might have some new information for us. You never know. Okay. Wait, is he here?
I don't know. All you could do is examine.
Yes. Friend? Ah! This is where he spent his final moments writing in his diary. I already knew what he wrote. It's just a shame his last words weren't about how he loved me. Yes, he did leave us a valuable clue, Sasada. He did. I know. We already read that. I just wanted to look around the room. Okay.
Oh, there he is.
Our friend! Who's always bleeding at the mouth. Oh my
What?
god! What happened to you, boy?
He get punched?
Oh no! You're back. Inspector! What happened to you? Your face is... Please, don't worry about it. See, I'm not bleeding. It's perfect. They're just scratches. Made by a bear, maybe? When I told the captain that I'd given you permission to investigate, he told me he'd pummel me with his fists and then toss me overboard. What? But the pummeling was over in a flash, and he must have decided against throwing me overboard. So it was nothing, really. It looks like he wasn't joking when he'd say he'd lay his life on the line if he had to. Well, thanks to your efforts, we now know a little about the neighboring cabin. I almost said captain. Yes, so I understand. You did almost say captain. I heard you. Oh! I bumped into a man claiming to be a great detective a little while ago. I think his name was something like Hairlock Schultz. I don't think he was German, though. Ah, that explains it. Shall we compare notes, then? We can tell you what we've found out. Yes, let's do it. It looks like we're about to fight him.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, you're already half dead. Don't make me hurt you. What? Nikolina Pavlova? She's in the cabin next door? Oh, do you know who she is? Please, what self-respecting ballet fan wouldn't know that graceful angel?
He's a ballet fan.
Oops, I think I upset him here. Oh, it's okay, I'm just bleeding from the mouth again. Well, that tells us the neighboring cabin is unrelated to the case at least. Is it? Are we sure?
Is he gonna be like, oh, because she's an angel, so obviously she would have nothing to do with it?
Right? Oh, how?
Oh no, he only has one lens.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, he literally...
And he said exactly what you said. Because angels don't go around committing crimes, do they? Oops, no, I'm definitely upset him. Woof. Inspector, has your investigation in here proved fruitful? Did you find anything? Like apples, or berries, or bananas? I'm really hungry. If I'm honest, there's very little more I can do. Our duty is to make sure the scene isn't disturbed, ready to hand over to the Hong Kong police. So I'm just keeping watch here,
trying not to take my eyes off the job.
Oh, I see.
Ah, there is one thing. I do have a small piece of new information for you. Oh, what?
Yes, do tell us, Inspector. Please. Let's
New
do it.
information. I love new information.
Yeah, give me the new information. What is this new information you have, Inspector? I have lost one lens. It's this. The Burya's medical officer has finished his examination of the body. I managed to obtain the report.
But is it updated?
Oh, Kazuma's post-mortem report.
Kazuma-sama.
So, what was the cause of death?
His glasses down. Damage to the
Ah, damage to the cervical vertebrae is what's written in the report.
His neck was broken?
Yes, it would seem so. There were no obvious wounds or the signs of injury. So at first, I think they were considering poison. But it turns out they found no trace of poison in his system after all. Well, what weapon was used then? Nothing has been found as yet, but the fact that there are no signs of a wound suggests it may have been a blunt object. Something that wouldn't leave a mark. Oh, I see. It was an icicle! It melted! Don't look at me like that. I'm having fun.
All the body's nerves run through the spine to the brain. A strong enough impact to the neck could induce death. It is a possibility. No obvious wound would be left.
Poor Kazuma. I have a second copy of the report. If it might be useful, you're welcome to have it. Really? Are you sure? Yes, it's fine. I trust you.
Yeah, Susato, that's what trust looks like. Miss, I don't know, maybe you did it.
After all, if I didn't trust you, I'd never have agreed to you leaving this cabin in the first place, would I?
That's an oof from me, dog. Right? Right? Yeah, Susato, Miss who still kind of thinks I'm sus. The post-mortem report has been entered, huh? Nice.
Now it says there's no trace of poison, but what about venom?
Oh! Baby, you're so smart. It true. There's a difference. Oh, Mr. Sholmes was here. Was he?
Or either that, or if it was like a constricting snake.
I was thinking that
could've
too.
Squeezed his neck, I guess.
That's what I was
Maybe?
thinking. Also,
But then
man,
there would have been strangle marks, so I don't know. That doesn't really
Maybe.
make sense.
But man, yeah.
The only thing, or if he fell down, like while he's fighting the snake and broke his neck. I don't know.
Man, how depressing is that going to be for poor Pavlova? Like, her snake killing a guy?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows if it'll turn out like that? I guess.
It's true. Maybe it's something else.
Hello, Kotaro.
Oh, hey, Kotaro, how you doing?
Oh, hydrate time.
Time to hydrate!
Ah, much thanks. Much thanks, Kotaro.
Oh, stretch time.
Oh, lordy.
Thanks for taking care of us.
I was just gonna say, how dare you? How dare you make me do good things for my body? Ooh, yawned there. All right. So man, yeah, you came at a good time. Things are getting wacky again.
He seemed to be enjoying himself a little too much.
Right. Oh, how are we doing? I'm doing well. How about you, Ergo?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sweet!
We're having fun playing the Ace Attorney. Poor Hasanaga. He got his whole
Yeah, look at him.
face beat up.
He's missing one of his glasses lenses.
Yeah, poor guy. And his whole eye is bruised. Like, he got a
Yeah.
black eye.
Nice.
Nice.
Wait.
No. I'm sure you mean nice to us doing well. But if you're saying nice to Hasanaga getting beaten up, I mean, it shows that he's dedicated. There's that. Oh yeah, not the glasses though. Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. That, as you know, Ergo, you wear glasses.
Yeah.
You know the struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see.
This is for you guys, yeah.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that.
Stream delay always making things confusing.
Right?
Oh, it's time for Team Rocket.
Scoot Magoo. Okay, alright, hang on. Let me hydrate real quick again. Alright.
Do a little performance.
Okay, Hasanaga, sorry, but also not sorry. Here we go. Prepare for trouble. Make it double. To protect the world from devastation. To unite all peoples within our nation. To denounce the evils of truth and love. Hang on, sorry, I don't know why I started laughing. To denounce the evils of truth and love. Oh God. Thank you. To extend our reach from above.
To the stars above.
To the stars above. Shut up! I'm getting stage fright all of a sudden. Oh God. Jesse, James, Team Rocket, blast off at the speed of light. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Meow, that's right.
There you go.
Sorry, it got kind of scuffed in the middle there. Woo! And Team Rocket's blasting off again!
Yay.
Yay! I hope that was worth it.
Worth.
Yeah, sorry for the scuff. I appreciate you, Kotaro. I appreciate you. That was fun. That was fun. For a second, I thought it was going to be the Sing Redeem, and I was like, oh boy, we're going to have to do another Ace Attorney musical in here. But that was fun. I haven't had to do that one yet, which is why I was unsure about the lyrics. I was like, oh shit. Like, I know the words, but I'm choking. All right. But speaking of knowing the words and choking, Asanaga, what words you got here? All right.
Yes, he seemed to be enjoying himself a little too much as he crept about on the floor, investigating.
Oh, that's what you were saying.
Yep.
I was wondering what you were quoting.
Well, yeah, I was just reading this.
But then he suddenly left. I suppose he must have become bored.
Did he say anything at all? Oh, wait, hang on. And Kotaro said, oh, I can grab that too?
I think talking about the Sing.
Oh, okay. But next time. Gotcha. For a second, I thought you were gonna say, like, a suggestion, but, like, next time, and I was like, oh, what's the advice? Tell me the sage advice. But I get what you're saying now. So I'll keep an eye out for you, Kotaro. I'm gonna keep an eye out for you.
Actually, now that you mention it, yes. Just one thing, but he practically shouted it.
Ooh. Oh no, you might have to shout, Ergo.
Oh. It's shoe polish! Was all he said. Shoe polish? I wonder what he meant.
Stuff spilled on the ground.
Oh, maybe.
Thought it was ink.
It was when he was over there,
Or
by the piece of broken glass.
or the other thing on the ground.
Yeah.
Do you see?
Oh,
This.
that stuff is shoe polish.
I mean, I still think it's a shit stain.
Oh my god.
Perhaps he was talking about this brick-colored mark.
Well, you know, when you die, you release your waste. So
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
anyway, it's shoe polish. It's shoe polish.
Do you think?
Yes, that must be it. But how could Mr. Sholmes know that it's shoe polish? That leaves me cold, I'm afraid. I have no idea. What is it, Susato-san?
Well, Kazuma-sama was wearing leather shoes, a very dark tan hue.
Dark tan? Sort of dark brownish red then.
Yes, a little like the color of red wine, but darker. I often repaired them for him.
Oh, does this mean that this mark was made by the polish on Kazuma's shoes as they scuffed on the floor?
Right.
I hate talking about our poor friend. No!
That's really all I can tell you at this stage. I should return to my post. My fellow crewmen's eyes are boring into the back of my head. Yes, that might be for the best. Thank you.
Poor Inspector. He looks exhausted. I mean, and coughing like that, I don't blame him. It's like he's coughing out a lung.
Oh, no. Well... I feel terrible that I failed to protect Asogi-san. He was my responsibility.
Yeah, you did fail on that one.
Of course, my pain is nothing compared to yours. You were his friends, his Tomodachi's. The truth is, I seem to have had a heavy head ever since I woke this morning. A heavy head? That's interesting. My head's still throbbing too.
Everybody's got headaches.
I feel like there was drugging.
There's some kind of poisoning, drugging going on.
Yeah, so terrible you hack up a lung, eh? Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's just his normal state, though.
Yeah, I will say, I was very sus of him in the first trial because he kept coughing up blood, and I was like, oh, he must have done something.
He just has tuberculosis or something, I don't know.
That or he's just constantly eating red gushers, and
that's it.
It's just trickling out of his mouth.
Gushers all the time. Probably more weakness.
Well, here, should we look at this again?
Drag it around. Okay.
I'm just curious about the dark stain. It really is such a beautiful color. This glass, not the poop stain.
That's not a beautiful color.
It looks like whatever it has broken clean in two. But the other half is nowhere to be
Probably
seen.
cut it with his sword for some reason.
I mean, that would be the most anime thing to do.
Yeah.
And then there's this brick-colored mark.
Which is shoe polish, according to that great detective you seem to know all about.
So we cut that bell in half and then also dragged his shoe across the floor? What happened?
Dude, I don't know.
I don't understand.
I suppose it must be from Kazuma-sama's shoes.
Maybe. But what I'd like to know is, how can the detective be so sure that it's shoe polish and not something else?
Right? It is! It's poo! It's 100% fecal matter.
He probably tasted it
Ew!
and said it's shoe polish.
I thought it was shit!
Kotaro's going to bed.
Oh, good night, Kotaro. Thank you for coming in and redeeming those cool redeems.
Yes.
Thank you. We hope that you have a wonderful rest of your night then, and have good dreams. Oh, aw.
Oh, nice.
Thank you for the gifted sub. Aw, that's so sweet. And yay, Kyoko got it. Woo! But thank you so much, Kotaro. You're so sweet. Night to you, and have the best of dreams. Aw, I feel all the love. All the love. Oh, that's right, Susanoo. Because he's a great detective, of course.
That's hardly a reason, is it?
Okay.
I mean, we probably threw him.
Hey, you.
It's probably something. He probably has something to say.
Oh, you! Where did you go?
Actually, you were him, weren't you?
Probably.
Go for
Probably
it.
just the same as the other guy. Just not as deep, I guess. What? Who gave you permission for this?
Well, Seaman Hasanaga did.
Thanks.
That new Japanese, was it? Later I roll him into ball and throw him in cold room.
Oh, jeez. Phew, he's gone back to guarding the door.
I hope Inspector Hasanaga doesn't find himself in too much trouble on our account.
He's really gone out of his way to help us, hasn't he? When we get back to Japan, we'll have to take him for a steak at La Carnival.
That could be a very long time from now, Naruhado-san.
True.
Could be. Anything else?
Maybe they'll be at the end of the game.
See the ventilator again?
So this ventilator joins to Miss Pavlova's cabin.
Yes, that's right. And just a few minutes before he died, Kazuma-san saw something emerging from it.
The speckled band, as he described it.
If only Miss Pavlova had been able to shed some light on it, but she seemed as baffled as we are.
Yes. I wonder if she's telling us everything, though.
I'm not sure.
I know most people aboard would say the same about me, but there was something about that woman that didn't sit right with me.
Is it sad that I'm hoping an old man comes in again so that I could voice an old man?
I really liked the
I'm wondering
old
if we'll
man.
see the captain at some point, because he keeps coming up.
Oh, dude. That's gonna be good.
The old man captain. Give him like a pirate voice.
Arr!
I don't know. We'll see.
So it's clear that these letters were written with the ink that was somehow spilt on the floor. And they spell the Russian word for wardrobe.
It was the snake. The snake wrote wardrobe.
Oh my god.
It does seem to be an unambiguous pointer to you, Naruhodo-san, as you were sleeping in there.
But to be truly unambiguous, it should have just spelt out my name, don't you think?
Well, either way, one fact remains. It's hard to imagine that Kazuma-sama would have written his last words, or word, in Russian.
Which begs the question of who did write it.
The snake. It was the snake. Oh shit. No, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
I wonder everyone suspects me. It was because the door was locked. Yeah, we already talked about that.
Oh, still? Okay.
I was trying to do that.
It looks like we've examined everything.
Yeah. So what more to do?
I mean, we can just try leaving the room again. You know how it is, sometimes you just have to move somewhere.
Yeah.
Do whatever you can do until something happens.
Okay, I'm going back
Yeah.
this way.
Is she back yet?
Can I talk to her
Miss
yet?
Pavlova? Yeah, there you go.
Yay!
That always means...
It's the Russian word for poo.
No!
Agreed. They're lying when they say it means wardrobe. It really means poo.
Ah, look, Naruhodo-san! Seaman Stroganoff has gone!
Strong enough?
The burly Russian sailor who's always crossing his arms and glaring at us!
Oh, all these Russian names are impossible to remember.
Ryanosuke, try harder!
Wait.
Tra-la-la.
It's Captain Underpants! Tra-la-la!
Did you hear that? It sounds like Captain Underpants. It sounded like someone singing.
Tra-la-laria, la-la-lay.
Oh, it must be.
I did it the great detective way. What?
I did it the great detective way.
Oh, it's your boy. No, not Boris. We hardly knew ye.
Oh no.
She assumes Boris.
He's been thrown overboard.
He's been thrown overboard. He was too burly. All right, so I think that will be you. This caroling. I know that lark-like voice.
Well, never mind that now. This is a golden opportunity for us.
Yes, you're right. We must seize it. Let's go inside Miss Pavlova's cabin while we can investigate.
Definitely. Before that stringy knot crewman comes back.
You're saying his name wrong. It's Stroganoff, not Stringy Knot. Hurry, let's go. Let's be bad.
Just move. Okay, you could look at the door first, I
Miss
guess.
Pavlova's cabin. I didn't mean to do that. This could be our chance.
What?
The burly sailor doesn't appear to be around at the moment. We could investigate every last inch of that cabin.
I'm not sure if we could go that far. We could certainly do with some looking around more. I'm sure we could learn something. It's not gonna make us look bad in any way. Yeah, baby!
Let's get in there. She's got like, what is this, a saucer of milk down here?
Oh yeah, the thing is open.
Miss Pavlova isn't back yet. Sasato-san. Oh, where's she gone?
Oh.
Hey, what are you doing? Those are her private things.
There's not a moment to waste, Naruhodo-san. We must investigate as quickly as we can.
I suppose you're right, for Kazuma's sake.
Not just for Kazuma's sake. Or for Sama.
What do you mean?
can't be long until we arrive at port in Hong Kong. I don't want you to be in those handcuffs when we get there.
Really?
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san, by ourselves if we have to.
Yes, we will. Do you finally believe me?
Right?
Did it take this long? Let's look at the obvious. He can't be around if he's overboard. Fair point.
Oh my! Miss Pavlova's case is open! It's completely empty inside. But according to the great detective's great deduction, she was hiding her special friend in there.
Yes, a friend that she had to keep secret.
Because you're not allowed to bring animals aboard the SS Burya. I wonder what kind of animal she had in there. And more to the point, where is it now?
Watch, we think it's a snake, but watch, it's like a cat.
And like the band was like the cat's tail or something.
Right?
I don't know.
All the books have toppled over together. Look, every single one. It was just like mine before you fixed it.
Do you think that's a god of the sea, perhaps? He's toppled too, though.
It's exactly the same as the bookcase next door, in Kazuma's cabin.
Perhaps. Perhaps Miss Pavlova was practicing a difficult ballet pose and fell against the bookcase?
I don't know. Would she really be practicing ballet on the same night she ran away from her ballet company?
All right then. It must have been you. You lost your temper and knocked them all over in a fit of rage.
Not everything bad that happens on this ship is because of me, you know. It's normal. Never mind the boa constrictor eating my leg. Nice. Very nice. That's an image.
Well, anyway, I'll set them all straight again in here, too. I don't like seeing things in disarray.
You're ruining evidence, Susanoo!
Right.
Susanoo-san, what are you doing? I wonder if that's gonna come to play.
Yeah, I'm sure the books are gonna be relevant somehow.
Let's get there are just a few books on the desk. Nothing else by the looks of it.
Well, Miss Pavlova only ran away from the ballet last night. She's hardly occupied this cabin for any time at all.
That's true. I wonder what kind of books she likes to read. But we will not be Snoopy. Oh, apparently we will. Or no.
Let's see. Yes, I see. It would seem that Miss Pavlova enjoys reading books written in Russian.
Thanks, I think I probably already knew that.
It's rude to ask too much of people, Naruhodo-san. Kindly remember that.
Rude.
I suppose every cabin has a waste paper basket.
Shall we have a little look and see what's been thrown away?
Naruhodo-san! It's poor etiquette to go sifting through someone's rubbish, you know.
We're investigating a crime.
Those eyes. She's looking at me like I'm a piece of rubbish now. It's smut! There's smut in the waste paper basket!
You heard it here, folks! However, these are special circumstances, I think.
Exactly! We have no choice!
So eventually she agreed. But there's nothing.
We're all thinking it. That's true.
It's true. Ergo, you were thinking it. You totally were.
There's hardly anything in here at all.
Kind of reminds me of Pokemon when you look in there. There's sometimes like a Pokeball or like
Oh, yeah.
a thing in there. She's reading smut. Oh, yeah. I mean, who knows? It could be hentai in Russian for all we know.
Wow.
Oh, well, that's a little disappointing. I'm curious about this milk, or what I'm assuming is milk on the ground. I wonder what this little saucer is doing on the floor.
Yes, it doesn't look like it's been dropped. More like it was put there deliberately.
Do you think there could be a leak in the roof just above here?
What? A leak?
Is this ship quite safe?
I'm sure that even if there's a little leak in the roof, it doesn't mean the whole ship's going to sink.
No, you're right. Of course you're right.
She's really trying to persuade herself, isn't she? This isn't the SS Anne.
That's from Pokemon. It would seem this teapot is empty.
So the natural conclusion is that the Russians are a very thirsty people? What? First we mentioned she was reading smut, and now they're straight up calling her thirsty? As I have to hydrate? Wow. Isn't that how the Titanic went? Yeah, true. The Titanic went down with, no, it was an iceberg,
From
but...
a leaky roof.
But maybe we hit an iceberg, and that's why there's a leaky roof. You
No,
never know.
It was in a gash in the side of the ship.
Or because Miss Pavlova only came into this cabin late last night, she hasn't had a chance to make any tea yet? I mean, it could be either.
It's definitely that they're excessively thirsty. I'd lay 1,000 to 1 on it. I think they're horny.
They need to hydrate.
That's what they need.
You're rather obstinate, aren't you, Norohado-san?
Don't use words I don't know.
Anything up here?
The other side.
God damn it.
Doing that.
This cabin door has the same simple sort of bolted latch that our cabin door has. If the bolt's drawn across, there's no way anybody could enter the cabin from outside.
Yes, it's not a particularly heavy-duty bolt, is it? But still, it wouldn't slide across of its own accord, would it?
No, and the door's made of metal. There's no chance of trickery using magnets to unbolt it from the outside.
And it seals up perfectly, too, to stop any seawater coming in. So you couldn't use that method if you told me a passing thread through a crack around the closed door, either.
I seem to know a lot of tricks for opening doors. I'm starting to see why they suspect me. No. I am still examining. I just want to go here. I was, and I'm nervous. Okay, there we go. It's well lubricated. Nice. You're on fire tonight, dude.
Naruhodo-san, are you there?
Sorry, I'm right here. Yes. Why?
Oh, good. I thought you might have climbed into the wardrobe when I wasn't looking. There's no place like home. Don't go to Narnia.
Believe me, I don't have some strange compulsion to jump inside every wardrobe I see, you know.
Well, you're trying and you're succeeding, dude. I appreciate you. Well, anyway, I'm not sure anyone can fit inside this one. It's full of beautiful outfits. I suppose they're all stage costumes.
I was rather hoping we might find Miss Pavlova's friend hiding in there. There's such luck. There's the bed. This. There's one of these next to the bed in Cosmo's cabin, too.
Yes, it's a bell cord. I can't resist.
She barely hesitated there, and she gave it a good tug, too.
We're supposed to be in secret over here, you know? Oh. No, I didn't actually expect anyone to come again.
We don't want them to. We're trying to investigate in secret.
Oh yeah, that.
Hold back on your whimsy. So this ventilator connects to Kazuma's cabin next door.
Yes, although what a fool a shipbuilder must be to open a ventilator into another room.
Maybe. It's so that if there's a gas leak next door, the occupant of this cabin would notice and raise the alarm.
Or the occupants of both cabins would die of gas poisoning.
That is a possibility. Anyway, last night Kazuma wrote that he saw a speckled band coming out of this ventilator. Has anyone read Sherlock Holmes?
Well, the jokes just write themselves, y'all. The Ace Attorney series is just great at doing that, by the way. This is a key staple in all the games. The humor is always on point. They just really make it easy to make jokes.
Yes. They're displayed in the cabin too. Look, the SS Boreas rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins.
There's so many innuendos I can't keep up. We really should have an innuendo count.
Passengers must, or other dangerous objects in their cabin. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
suppose Miss Pavlova realized that she needed to keep the contents of her case a secret after she read this. Her special friend, I mean.
I wonder where her friend has disappeared to now. It's probably having fun exploring the ship, I imagine.
I just hope Seaman Stroganoff doesn't find it and throw it overboard. I'd fight him. You don't throw pets overboard. People, maybe, but not pets.
Oh yes, so do I.
We need it for evidence.
And for cuddles. Or have we not looked? I feel like we've looked everywhere. We haven't found it. We haven't found anything super crazy yet.
Maybe we'll run into somebody out here.
They see us coming out of the camp. No. What about our... Yeah, go back to our cabin.
Great. I was gonna...
What you would do?
Oh, there he is. We found him.
Whoa! Hello, Herlock. Oh, it's Mr. Schultz. Look, he's being weird again.
Wow, you never know where he's gonna turn up next, do you?
He seems to be stealing a look at something as he sings to himself. Right, Ergo. Get ready to sing.
Tra-la-la, lira-lira-lay, I did it the great detective way.
He's still singing. Do you think he hasn't noticed us?
It's eating his leg, that's where it is.
Or he's simply in an extremely high spirits.
Yeah, I want to see, like, the snake come up and just start eating his leg.
Yes, there were times I'm sure you knew when the yard bit off more than it could chew.
Ooh, you should rap this.
And through it all, when there was doubt, it's lucky Herlock was about.
Excuse me?
I solved it all, and I stood tall. I did it the great detective way.
Mr. Schultz!
Ah! What is it? You want to fight? Eh?
You wanna go? You wanna go?
Might? You want to go, Cheeky? Honestly, interrupting a fellow when he's singing, and I was just about to reach the climactic finish.
I was about to finish.
No. I knew you were gonna say that.
Right? A little awkward, I agree.
Sorry, I thought you were never going to stop, so I figured now is as good a time as any.
I very nearly dropped you to the floor with one of my famous right hooks.
Alright, I get the picture. Could you put those fists away?
Then I blacked out.
Mr. Schultz, you seem to be examining something before we interrupted you.
Ah, yes, that. I was immersed in study of the ship's log, as penned by the stockily built crewman who's usually on guard here.
Oh yes, the ship's log.
And did you find out anything useful from it? What if he was like,
No.
No, right? That's what I was... No, I didn't.
Anyway, moving on. After 2 a.m. this morning, the majority of the entries are blank.
Oh, invisible ink!
Which means there was nothing to report. Nothing of note happened, so...
Hello, Star!
Starlight Necromancer. Hold on, I always wanted to say, like, I feel like their name is good for like a Super Smash Bros. Like announcer, like Starlight Necromancer.
Oh, nope, not that. We don't want that. Do the thing, Ergo.
Did it?
Good job, doing the thing.
Objection.
Yay! Thanks for the objection, Star. We appreciate you. And oh boy, he's examining something! And yes, we are absolutely vibing. We're having fun, and I'm glad that you could
Yes.
join us. As Shalom just goes, oh, for a billion years.
Smash Mouth.
Right? Yeah. You would, Star. That would be
It would
good.
be like, because what's like, there's always like the different bit of text where it would be like rises from the dead or something. I don't
Right? Starlight Necromancer rises from the dead to kick your ass!
know. See, okay, I'll laugh. That's a lot of laughing.
Right?
You truly are a student from the land of the rising sun. You've been utterly blinded by it. Wow.
Wow.
I can't even tell if that's racist.
Just look at her. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
Look at her.
phase into her face. If only someone edit that and just go.
It's zooming in, and it's like the you try to say that you're fine, but you're not fine.
Right? You try to say what you're fine, but you're really not. Sorry? What did you say?
Your logic, my boy, is inverted.
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Schultz?
Observe the other pages, and all shall become clear. It would seem the same crewman oft stands sentry in this first-class passageway. And he has an almost religious practice of recording nothing to report every half hour.
Oh, he writes that in every 30 minutes? But what if there's something to report? Nothing to report?
Precisely. Put simply, the seaman writes nothing to report when there is just that. And yet...
The ship's log from last night is largely blank. He didn't even write nothing to report. Do you mean...
Yes, there were circumstances afoot last night, which led to the seaman being absent from his post.
Probably letting the girl in.
Right, yeah.
What kind of circumstances? What happened? I need to know.
Oh, let me get high.
They're bubbles. Thank you. Herlock Sholmes would use a bubble pipe. Thank you.
Trying to think, is that like what it was in the Great Mouse Detective?
Yeah, he had
He had a bubble pipe
Oh, shoot, did
in
he?
that.
He might have. Now I can't remember.
Yeah, I should
Is
watch
that-
that again.
Well, yeah. I mean, actually, we didn't watch it that long ago, to be fair.
Oh yeah.
But you probably
Well,
weren't paying
like
attention.
a year or so.
Oh, yeah, basically. Time is an enigma, you know that.
That remains a mystery for now, but we can be sure something significant took place.
See, now that you said that, all I have is Radigan! Oh, Radigan! Just
Not
stuck in my
Radigan.
head. Oh, he's gotten eaten by the boa constrictor!
No.
You know, I wonder if we're gonna find another dead body. We've only had one person die. Wait.
Only one person.
And you know what? I just thought of this. Because you know how Ace Attorney plays by its, like, certain tropes, you know? Or wait.
I'll refill our water.
Wait, aren't there ones where more than one person dies? In, like, every game? Or am I just forgetting? I might be confusing it with Danganronpa.
Yeah, you might be thinking of Danganronpa.
I am thinking of Danganronpa, because I also was going to say the third trial is always crazy. But actually, that might be true. But anyway, Ergo is off getting more water, so I won't steal the part of Sholmes from him. So let's just observe. Let's just observe this scene where our friend Susato-san is like, and Holmes is like, as he has his pipe to his lips. Those pipes always look really cool. I'm not into smoking, but I do think those pipes look cool. I would get a bubble pipe. Absolutely would. Thank you.
Okay. So significant that it caused the seaman to forget his regular habit of scribing nothing to report in the log.
Seaman.
See, I thought you were gonna make a Kung Pao reference to be like, it was significant.
Oh, it was significant. And a monocle. Yes!
Gotta have
I would wear a
monocle.
monocle. I would wear a monocle and smoke a bubble pipe.
See, this one has like some sci-fi, like steampunk goggles instead of a monocle.
Yeah, Herlock is all about that steampunk shit.
Yeah, and he's got like a weird like steampunk gun thing.
Oh, and he also has like a weird chemistry kit in his
Yeah.
bag.
This is a very science-based Sherlock Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess he was also in the original, but especially.
But different from the original Sherlock Holmes, he's kind of wrong a lot.
Yeah, okay.
We've
'cause,
been
like,
finding
the
that.
impression I'm getting is that it's like because there's the stories, the Sherlock Holmes stories exist in this universe, and it's that the stories are based on this guy.
Mhm.
But I'm guessing it's that the stories have exaggerated his abilities.
That's,
Basically, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like they painted him in a better light than what the real Sherlock Holmes is like.
So it's either that or he's like his wackiness is going to come off as like, I knew it all along.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, oh shit, he was just pretending to be dumb, you know?
Or whatever, yeah.
Or he was right it all along, you know? And it's, so I don't know. I'm thinking it's more what you're thinking about the exaggeration.
The stories, yeah, made him look better.
But I would not be surprised if something like that
And, like,
happened.
it was actually, like, Watson, like, who was actually the one, like, doing all the work or whatever.
Yeah, oh yeah, you mean Dr. Wilson.
Right, sorry, Wilson.
Dr. Wilson was really the smart guy, and Sholmes was just the charismatic detective character. All right.
Like, he's good at observing things, but it's his conclusions are
I
bad.
mean, is he though? Because he said we went
Well,
to Afghanistan,
no.
remember?
Yeah, there's that. I mean, okay, he notices the details, but he just makes the wrong conclusions.
Yes, he does, which is what we did in our dance last time.
Because just now, he just noticed the thing about the law.
The nothing to report. Very true.
These are important details.
Or maybe he's
just
just dumb.
I would
Very
stake
nice.
my life on it. You must log the ship's log in your log.
In your log, logs,
Your
log,
mental
log.
The ship's log has been logged into the court log.
Log.
Lol.
Now that deduction was worthy of a great detective.
Yeah, see, hey, he's doing some good work now.
You know, a stopped clock is right twice a day.
Yeah. You're starting to understand what my way is, I see. That's what makes Sholmes Sholmes. Brilliance.
It is my shinobi way after all.
It's because you're Japanese. I'm trying to put it in a way you would understand.
Oh no, he hurt himself.
Ouch. Did he laugh too hard?
What is it? Are you hurt?
Oh, don't worry yourself. I seem to be afflicted with a throbbing head this morning for some reason. Yeah, geez, everybody got drugged.
Yeah.
Everyone's been drugged.
Because, like, I guess maybe it was in all the food.
Oh! Nani?
I forget, did she say if her head hurt?
I don't think she did.
Well, my friends, until our next encounter. And faded away. He hurt himself in his confusion.
And he faded away, waddle waddle.
What?
To the very next part of the ship. Dun 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 dun. He's still singing to himself. I can hear it as he wanders off down the passageway. He hurt himself in his confusion. Oh no, it's Pokemon. Is something wrong, Susato-san? You seem lost in thought. It's just... well, I feel the same. Sorry? Ever since I woke this morning, I've had something of a headache.
Okay, so she does too. Yeah, everybody's got a headache today.
So the one who doesn't have a headache is the murderer.
Oh.
A sort of continuous throbbing.
Take
It's
that
all...
out of context.
No, don't! No one do it. No one do it.
Screenshot.
No one do it.
Oh, you too?
Wow.
Alright, I mean, there's probably nothing else to...
Should we go back to Miss Pavlova's cabin?
I guess. Back to our cabin? We just left her cabin.
Yeah. Here, let's try going back to her cabin, just in case.
Yeah, maybe Sholmes went in here.
Or maybe we'll catch this special
Oh.
friend.
There's an alarm going off.
What's that? Oh no, we've been found!
Whee!
Is that the whistle?
I mean, I think it's just supposed to be the alarm. Yeah. Oh, whoa, what?
What?
Shut down the engines immediately,
Oh my god, are we getting boarded by pirates or something? What's happening?
Vessel start. Full stop. Hard to starboard. All hands brace for impact.
What the heck?
That was my random pirate character. I don't know if I'll bring him back. What the?
This is a twist?
I think we're about to crash into another ship.
What the heck?
Please don't be an iceberg. What?
Oh my god.
I can't stand.
Susato-san, hold on to me.
Oh, it's because we're doing like a sharp turn.
Susato-san, are you all right? Are you injured at all?
I think I'm fine. It's the boa
Snake. It's just a really big
It's
snake.
just really huge. Thank you, Naruhodo-san. Well, just this. Yeah, a couple things. Yeah. It looks like we avoided a conclusion. A conclusion?
Well, we did avoid that.
Oh, but look, all the stuff was knocked over.
Yeah.
So the ship must have turned last night.
Well, like, when people noticed?
Well, if they were asleep.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think
That's good.
that is. Wait, hang on. A dangerous pastime. I know.
LeFou, I've been thinking.
Yes, the ship has come to a stop. Oh my goodness. What about you, Naruhodo-san? Are you hurt? No, I'm fine. Oh no. Oh.
Oh, and also the lock slid into place.
Well, wasn't
I
it
think-
already?
I don't think we locked ourselves in.
Well, it was like that before we got in there, like when we were there before. But I mean,
Okay.
that is something to keep in mind in case I'm wrong. I don't know who this is.
I'll do. This is probably a crewman. Like, hello, is anybody in there? Shout if you need assistance.
Oh, it sounds like. Watch, it's Nosahaga.
Oh yeah.
I knew
Or
it!
Hosanaga.
Oh, that, wait, is that, oh, I said his name wrong. Inspector Hasanaga. Is that you in there, Naruhodo-san? Unbolt the door, quickly!
But that would make sense for
The thing turning and the door
why
closing?
the room was locked.
Yes.
The room was probably the boat turned, and then that's also the books,
Mhm.
like you were saying.
Yep.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
probably
that
what
is
it
probably
was.
what happened. The boat did a turn last night, and the lock slid into place, which also seems like a design flaw. Like
A little bit, don't it?
That the doors can just lock if you turn.
I mean, I guess it would be handy, though, to be like, okay, look, you're gonna have to turn the ship around to unlock my door.
Turn the ship the other way to unlock the doors.
What? The bolt? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you were right. High five, baby.
Slid into place.
Look at that! It's a door! The door's bolted! Did you do that, Sasato-san? No, I didn't touch it! Well, that's strange. How did... And look at all the books. It is going to become relevant now. They're just like they were before. Again. Naruhodo-san, aren't you going to open the door and let the inspector in?
Well, we're the ones who's handcuffed.
Right?
I mean, we can do it, but
I'd better tidy this place up first.
do you have to?
Our violent emergency stop had solved one mystery at least, in a very vivid way. But I knew that what awaited us on the other side of the cabin door would not be pleasant.
I mean,
I hurried around tidying up the cabin with a new sense of foreboding in my heart. He probably senses it's trial time.
yeah. I wonder what the other boat is that we almost crashed into.
Pirates!
Yeah, right.
I'm hoping it's pirates!
Goes in a totally different direction.
Arr. Arr.
Because, like, I'm guessing it's. I mean, maybe is it like the police? Like is it Interpol?
Edgeworth!
Is
He's not even born yet, but it's Edgeworth!
See, I was just going to say from Lupin, Zenigata.
It's Lupin! It's
He's-
Lupin's ship! He's gonna steal stuff on the
No.
ship!
I was going to say Zenigata.
I know. Which that would be good too. Somehow, the door to the cabin we were in ended up bolted after we made an emergency stop. Sasato-san took a deep breath and gently slid back the bolt. Yeah, she's probably like, what the fuck are you doing in my
Yeah.
room again?
You, what are you doing in Miss Pavlova's quarters?
See, it's a funny story. Ah, you both look unhurt. Good. As I am very much hurt. Yes, we're fine. Thank you. What on earth happened? We heard something about how we were going to collide with another ship. Was it pirates? Boris is back, baby!
Stroganoff.
We can see who your favorite is. Yes, it appears to have been a false report, though.
Oh,
Oh, that worked out.
That's weird.
That was convenient.
yeah. How did that happen?
Oh, how did that happen?
My hand. There's a dense fog outside, so it's extremely difficult to see. Someone must have thought he saw a ship ahead.
Was it you, Boris?
He was inside.
This person obviously triggered the alarm, and that's why we made an emergency stop.
Huh.
That seems sussy.
Everything is chaos. Passengers are screaming. Crew are running everywhere.
It was crazy and hilarious. This first class area is the only quiet part of the ship at the moment.
Oh, I see.
Someone triggered the alarm. Does that mean that someone pressed that button outside?
It was Herlock! I bet you he did it.
Or what was her voice?
You were just
You
doing
wicked intruder! Dressed all in black, you are the devil!
What?
Sorry, me? I've been called a lot of things before, but devil is a first.
You opened my traveling case, how could you?
What? No, we didn't touch it.
That's right, Miss Pavlova. It was already open when we came into your cabin. For realsies.
Inspector!
Oh, yes?
Wait, also she knows he's an inspector?
Arrest this man, I know he did it! He is a criminal! It is not enough that he has killed a man!
Duh, and he is stowaway as well. If Vixen promises not to steal chicken, do you believe?
Ugh.
These metaphors.
Take him away, he is a trespasser as well as everything else!
Stowing away, trespassing, killing. Like, in order of severity.
And it was the giant snake!
Oh my god.
I want it to be a giant snake now. Let there be a giant basilisk aboard this ship, baby!
It doesn't look good, does it?
There is cell below deck. Throw him in. Tomorrow we dock in Hong Kong. Then we give you straight to police.
Wait, a cell?
Please, Inspector Hasanaga, is there nothing you can do?
This is a Russian vessel. I really have no jurisdiction here. After my last effort to appeal to the captain's good nature, I think I'm out of options. He beat the shit out of me, as you may recall.
This is terrible.
This is a real crisis. Got to find a solution. Immediately!
I guess maybe we have to tell them that when the ship moved, things moved.
I just need to keep calm and focus on the task at hand, which is investigating.
Don't touch my things!
You want me to show you where crawfish hibernates?
Hi-ya!
What?
Why did you do that?
Rude!
Mr. Naruhodo, what do you think you're doing?
Wow, everyone's attacking me, and I was just starting to think she was my friend. Jeez. This day sucks!
Right.
Isn't there anyone who can help me out of this mess? Naruto, where are you? Wow!
He's like a fucking spider monkey!
Sherlock Holmes, hanging on to hooks on the wall. What the? What are you doing up there? Oh, he looks good. He looks good in that tiara. Fashion, baby. Mr. Sholmes. Whoa!
Naturally, I was analyzing what a weight of 20,000 rubles feels like on one's head. Have I not told you that as a detective it is my business to know what other people do not? And hello, Verdance.
Hello, Verdance! And here, I want to show you, I was gifted a sub. So look what I got!
Whoa!
Woo! Emotes! Emotes! Yeah, yes way! But yeah, he looking good in that tiara though.
Right?
He
He's like
looks
kind of fancy.
fancy steampunk queen. I love it. But yes. Yeah! I love his weird moves.
This isn't mere tomfoolery, my boy. Oh, no, no.
Oh, fuck that shit! Well, why were you hanging from the hook before then? I don't know.
Isn't it obvious? To properly assess the weight of the 20,000 rubles, naturally.
Dummy!
I wish to determine if it would bend that conceited-looking hook on the wall, so full of brag and bounce. What are you talking about?
He's fucking insane and I love it.
Oh, I never know whether to take this man seriously or not. You again, the great detective.
Ah, Inspector, I confess I've been looking for you. I have something to report to you most urgently.
Well, you might try looking for me somewhere other than a hook on the wall next time.
What is to report? Speak!
Motherfucker!
An urgent report from a great detective can mean but one thing.
Is it time to dance again? Are we gonna dance?
Yes.
Oh, yes,
He's
we are?
answering. The case of the curious murder that took place last night here on this vessel, the steamship Buria, has been solved by me, naturally.
What?
Really?
Yes, I have eliminated all other possibilities. No other explanations exist.
It was the giant snake!
So allow me to illuminate all your minds. About to reveal my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case. In The Great Ace Attorney.
The great story!
Learn another adjective.
No! It's great!
Ha, you have solved it. Even Hedgehog understands this case.
Yeah, hey, wait, is that an insult? Sort of the Hedgehog does not approve.
We all knew who was responsible for killing Student Boy this morning when we found the criminal in a wardrobe. It is the stowaway, and he has handcuffs to prove it. That's not how that works.
That isn't how that works,
I
yeah.
put handcuffs on you, therefore you are a criminal.
That is how that works!
The boa constrictor that was eating my leg is now eating my torso.
Sorry to hear that. I hope, hope you find a way out of there.
Right, agreed.
I didn't do it! The trouble is, there doesn't appear to be anyone else who could have killed the victim.
Hasanaga, shut up! You don't need to say that!
Because as everyone knows, the cabin door was bolted shut from the inside.
Oh, wait, we got the information on that, pal.
That means the culprit must be someone who was inside the cabin.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
no, shut up, Hasanaga, that's not right. Oh, stop saying that, Susaru. You know it's not true either. You were in the room. Yes, it's what's called a locked room mystery in detective stories.
Locked room. That is point.
The room was locked.
The room, it was locked. Well, I can't deny that.
But,
However, there's no way
oh my god,
the bolt could have been drawn across from outside the cabin.
did you forget what just happened?
Wait, really? Did he really just forget?
I mean, you know how it is. Once we get to the cross-examination or whatever, we'll point it out.
Right?
You were all quite mistaken. The cabin next door is not a so-called locked room at all.
What? Well, yeah, we just figured that out,
Oh,
Susato.
yes, there is another entrance. An entrance used last night by the culprit in order to gain access to the cabin despite the bolted door. And he's talking about the vent, I guess?
Maybe.
What other entrance? We never discovered one.
Why, it gapes open-mouthed at you even as we speak. Don't say anything. The ventilator, man!
Get your mind out of the gutter! The ventilator!
Go! You think this is funny?
Wow.
Oh, Susato?
Susato.
Wow.
Susato. No, I love her. She can't. She's, even if she's mean about how she's like, no, you killed your friend. That's you.
I cannot even put my arm through that hole.
But I could put my arm through many other holes.
Oh
Want
my
me to
God.
show you?
No.
I mostly say so, I promise. That's because your arms are as thick as tree trunks.
I was gonna say his arms.
And now
Fit anywhere.
I'm just thinking of Tree Trunks from Adventure Time. Have fun. His arms are as thick as tree trunks.
Oh.
And it's just two tree trunks on him, and it's just like, have fun. You want some apple pie?
You're suggesting that the culprit entered the left, and left the victim's cabin through that tiny opening.
If the culprit was a snake.
Oh! It's not possible.
See, and then also the thing about him, he broke his neck, would fit with there being a sudden turn.
Oh,
Because he would have fallen over and just hit his neck, probably.
Maybe. We'll find out. Is the killer the boat?
Yeah, right? Yeah, was it just an accident?
Was it the fucking boat?
Ah, but it is.
Although I will say, and I'm sure the game is doing this on purpose to make us think that she's suspect, but I'm kind of wondering with Pavlova, because she's all of a sudden like, yes, he's the one, he did it, and it's like, is she just upset because her case was open and she's worried about her pet, or is she wanting to pin the blame on us?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
I don't think she did it, but like, I'm curious about that.
Last night, the victim even witnessed the intruder in the act of passing through the ventilator. See, he's catching on.
Gets it? Mr. Sholmes, do you mean... Are you referring to the words Kazuma-sama wrote in his diary? 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. 1:35 a.m. Looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
Because, like, the whistling, I guess, could have been, like...
Was it the alarm?
Well, if it was the alarm, it would have been louder, right?
I think so.
So, I mean, maybe just somebody, like, on the deck of the ship or somebody, like, whistling? I don't know.
Gotta find a whistler.
Yep. Precisely, my dear madam.
But what does it mean? What is this speckled band?
The answer to that particular conundrum is in this very cabin.
We know! We're aware! I'm gonna punch him!
Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing?
There is a distinct element of danger, but fear not, I am ready.
I'm going to boot that snake on the snoot!
What I am about to expose for you all to see will shock you to your cores. Behold!
My sick dance moves!
Yeah! Ah, what the?
Ah!
Does he have a snake?
Ah! Oh no! It is eating my face!
He's just like, what?
Did he just throw it? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, what happened?
I think he threw it.
Allow me to introduce you all to the band, the Speckled Band. Is that what speckled means?
I thought it would be more dotted.
Yeah. Huh, I wonder.
Oh
There you go.
my god, there
Yeah,
it is!
Yeah, you've been saying it this whole time. You
Here.
finally found it.
Yeah, of course! You got it!
I wonder, though. Because, yeah, is that what speckled means? I don't know.
A snake? A snake.
Indubitably.
Refer to it by its proper name. Snake.
No Steffi.
Man, Boris is like chilling.
Mr. Sholmes, just one thing. Where were you keeping that?
Pray, what troubled you?
Well, that snake isn't really...
See, yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah, it'd be more striped snake.
Huh. So,
Speckled.
like, it wasn't the snake?
It looks more stripy.
Is the snake unrelated?
They were like going, hey, all you Sherlock Holmes fans,
Yeah,
shut
yeah.
up, you're not gonna guess it.
It looks more stripy, wouldn't you say? Maybe it was dressed up
Is
like...
there a different snake? Is there
There are-
more than one?
There are 2 snakes aboard this ship.
Huh?
Yes, you're right. I think in this case, you'd have to call it... the
The
stripe...
striped band. Oh, sorry, yeah.
The striped band, wouldn't you?
The White Stripes? They're my favorite band.
Right?
You both see and observe with distinction, however. Do you not think that is precisely the trap into which the culprit wishes you to fall?
2 boas for the price of 1? We'll see. It could very well be that way, won't it? Oh my goodness! Really? It's a trap? How exactly?
I think perhaps it is time I explain the intricacies of my train of thought. Are you ready, Miss Pavlova?
I'm sorry for the young man who died, but that is all. His death has nothing to do with me. This whole thing has nothing to do with me.
My snake did not kill him!
There are 2 conclusions I've drawn from the facts. Number 1. Last night, your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin. And number 2. That same friend was responsible for the victim losing his life.
See, I wonder if he's going to do, like, what the Sherlock Holmes story is, but it's wrong. I wonder if that's what's gonna happen.
She's turned as white as a bowl of rice again. Sholmes must be right. He's hit the nail on the head. This is the first time we've agreed with him.
Because yeah, maybe she thinks that that's what happened as well.
And she's nervous. Yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This young woman's friend killed Mr. Asogi? Whoa! It's like he can't speak with that snake coil around his head.
Yeah, should we remove the snake? I would advise as little movement as possible, Seaman. You wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in your neck. I mean, it looks like his neck is actually protected.
Right.
So, everyone, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular.
Woo! Oh, is it time to dance?
I am wondering if it's going to turn out that it was just an accident.
Right, I am curious. Because, like, is it already over? Like, it's been a while since we've played. So this isn't as long as the first case has been so far, right?
I guess.
Yeah, so I'm just, like, curious. So we'll see. But anyway, go ahead.
And I mean, I wonder, are we even going to do a trial, or is it just going to be the investigation?
I feel like it's going to be a lot of, like, what the Edgeworth cases are, where you're just going around proving that you're innocent. At least in this case. Because there is no trial aboard the ship, unless this boat has a courtroom.
Yeah.
So we'll find out.
Miss Pavlova, moments ago you claimed the following. His death has nothing to do with me. This whole thing has nothing to do with me. Yet you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain. So dramatic.
Right?
And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. So we may ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that portentous night?
I use vocabulary words.
Why, naturally, it was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? Ah, as I suspected, another telltale glance. Also, why does she even have it? It's like, yes. Why does she even have a snake?
Why does she even have that serpent?
It's also, she's from Russia. I don't think Russia is really known for snakes.
Also, no, I will say this. As much as I was trying to quote The Emperor's New Groove, you know, like adding that in there, let her have a damn snake. If she wants a snake, she can have a snake.
Okay.
Let her have the snake.
Without doubt, your friend is the writhing serpent we see before us. And yet, that fact leaves us in a quandary.
Oh, shit.
It looks like he's defanged. The victim's written observations on the night in question tell of a speckled band.
Should we knock the boa constrictor off of
No, it's
Boris's
fine.
face?
He's the perfect container for it.
Right, see?
Whereas, regrettably, This specimen's markings do not fit the description in any way. Is he going to say that, like, she painted it or something? What explanation can we give then, pray? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night?
Oh, she's hiding something.
Yeah, what's she doing?
No, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with any of this.
Oh, but it does. You have the answer to this quandary, even now, hidden behind your back.
What is it? I want to know.
What?
Can
Oh.
you show me?
That which you... Oh, trying but failing to conceal can only be the snake's sloughed skin? Evidently, after the subtle and horrible crime, this most deadly friend of yours... Oh, hello.
Oh, we've been raided! Whoa! Hang on.
It's
Navy. It's
Hello.
Navy. Thank you, it's Navy for the cool raid.
Oh,
Woo! Here, how do we do the thing? Hang on, is it
What the-
exclamation SO?
Oh, I'm doing
Oh,
it.
you're doing it right now?
Yeah.
And it's hello, it's Boing Bob. Hype!
Yes. Hello, it's Bongo Bob. It's Navy.
Welcome.
Hello.
How are you guys? We are in the middle of Herlock Sholmes doing his deductions, which, if it's anything like the first time he did a deduction, it's going to be wrong. So we're gonna have to figure it out ourselves. But I hope that you are doing well. Thank you for the raid.
Yeah, hello. Welcome.
What game were you playing, or what were you doing before? Yeah, Herlock is hilarious. He's cracking me up a lot.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Shed its original skin, no? But I don't think snakes change their pattern when they shed skin. Oh, you were also playing it.
Yay!
I see.
That's awesome. Well, I hope that we're like. Have you already gotten to this part? I hope that this isn't spoiler
Yeah.
territory for you.
Hopefully you're, like, further ahead.
Right? But are you enjoying the game so far? Because, yeah, this is my first time playing the Ace Attorney Chronicles, and I'm loving it. Because I played the original Phoenix games and the first Edgeworth game, and I love them. Oh, and then the Apollo game.
Oh, you just finished this case. Perfect.
Oh, yay! So you guys already know. Can you tell us, how close are we? Are we like midway through? Or are we reaching... I feel like we're midway through. I don't think we're at the end.
Played a couple of Phoenix
Oh, so you played a couple of the Phoenix games, but it's been a minute? Hey, well, I'm glad that you have a new Ace Attorney game to play then, to get you kind of back into it. Because it's one of my favorite game series, like, for sure. It's so good. You would think it's midway-ish?
Oh, okay, so we still got a little ways to go.
Okay, so we're right that something here is wrong then. That we haven't figured it out yet. But so shed its original skin doesn't seem right?
No. Okay.
That's you, yeah.
Do my voice.
I don't know what you were talking about.
I love the spotlights.
Right, me too. Good
Last
touch.
night, through the ventilator visible in this cabin, your then speckled friend slithered next door. Using the bell cord on the other side as a bridge, okay, the serpent silently descended into the victim's quarters. In the dim light, it appeared to the young gentleman who was about to lose his life as a speckled band.
But what about the Russian? Did the snake write the Russian?
In summary, the nature of this friend of yours, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a rare breed of snake whose markings change each time it sloughs its skin. Sure. A snake so dreadful we can only imagine it would be found in the deepest depths of India, which you are not from.
What? Herlock, what are you doing?
Right? Okay, well, here's topic 2. Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim. How did this young man lose his life, and why?
Yeah, that is a good question.
According to the data of which I have been apprised, it would appear there were no visible signs of injury.
Is that true?
In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom. Although we did find that there was apparently no poison in his system.
That's true.
So I don't know if they're going to distinguish between venom and poison.
Right?
Now, if we take that as fact, we can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime.
Oh no, could there be?
Oh no! Fuck!
Yes, an examination of the deceased's body will prove the cause of death conclusively. The almost but not quite imperceptible puncture wounds left by the venomous fangs will seal the truth. But there were no signs.
Right?
They
There
said they
were not.
in the autopsy report or whatever.
Herlock, you're doing it again, bro!
Yes, the vestiges of the snake bite delivered by your terrifying friend.
Well, high five for that vocab word, baby. Woo!
What? Oh.
That's what I call all weird sounding words. Good job.
This makes no sense.
This makes no sense!
Really, it doesn't.
You're fucking wrong!
There was no point feigning ignorance, Miss Pavlova. Sneck is innocent.
Snack is innocent!
After the incident, you endeavored to hide everything, didn't you? But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you chose. That's right, you hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that traveling case.
Oh, so it must be on the table. It's nearby.
Or, well,
Or well.
it was in there, now it's
Or,
not.
oh, that's true. Could be that as well.
When we first met in this cabin, it came to my attention that your case moved periodically. Your serpent assassin was restless inside, no doubt. You don't. It is telling that the victim made note of a low whistling sound that he heard minutes before his end. That was your signal, was it not? The sound you had used to train your servant friend. To train?
How to train your serpent
Oh my god.
with a whistle.
Indeed, you'd put the serpent through this ventilator and wait. After a period, you'd summon it back with a whistle. You couldn't know if the animal had done its duty, so you would listen for signs of life next door. If the victim appeared not to have been dispatched, you'd release the snake once more.
I still love that.
Do you deny the snake has undergone such training? It's not true.
You're crazy.
Having slid it through the ventilator and down the bell cord, the creature needed only to sink its fangs in once. And its venom would course through the victim's veins, ending his existence forever. That is the true nature of the speckled band that took the poor young man's life. There can be no doubt my logic is infallible.
What about the Russian that says wardrobe? Did the snake write that?
I mean, like, I'm just thinking. I guess Kazuma. Does Kazuma know Russian?
I still don't think he wrote that. I think we're gonna get to that someone else wrote it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
We've seen that a lot in Ace Attorney
Okay.
games. There's always something where somebody's writing something and they either misspell it or they do it something like that.
Yeah.
It's like they couldn't have done it. But right, I
Great
agree.
deduction.
It's sus, it's Navi. I agree. Okay. Oh, whoop, whoop. Things. Nani. Oh, thank you. I actually went while Ergo was doing his voice read. I was That's a very appropriate reaction right there. Oh, hang on, don't click it yet. I actually went and followed you. I was like, is this them? Is this them? So I think I found you. I think I found you and I followed you too. But thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. And so we stream separately sometimes, but we do also sometimes stream together. This is my husband, Ergo.
Hello.
Yeah! Ergo, say that you are here again.
Hi, I'm Ergo Corvus. I'm the Crow VTuber line.
Well, don't steal Crowan's line. His line bit. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun doing that. Oh gosh. The snake.
Yeah.
I keep looking at the snake. Also, this is a great reaction image.
Yeah.
Someone should just make that like a GIF and just send it to people.
If somebody just posts something weird on Twitter, you just reply with this image, just like, what?
Hang on, I'm gonna screen cap this. Hang on.
Great.
Here.
Yeah,
Where's the button? Oh, thank you. Alright, let's go. I still love his little tongue.
Yeah.
Seeing the stroking off
his
tum-tum.
Miss Pavlova has trained her pet snake as a killing machine.
Sure, Sholmes. Sure.
There on the floor, you will observe a saucer of milk. This freaking snake is killing me. I know, right? It's like the parrot in that one case.
Oh, the parrot! My favorite. That's like one of my favorite things, the freaking
Whenever
parrot.
animals get involved, it's always funny.
Right?
The promise of food is the key to training any creature. I mean, you also just need to feed them in general. Wow. Ryunosuke believes it.
Incredible! I'm gonna believe you because I want to get out.
Yeah.
You've solved the mystery! Do we really agree with him?
Yeah, wait, who's going to point out the,
Amazing! Your great deduction really lives up to its name!
Is Susato going to point it out, maybe?
Maybe. I see now why Herlock Sholmes has become such a household name! And not just because it's catchy as fuck!
My dear man, it was nothing remarkable. As the Russians say, I could have done it with one left hand. What?
Aw, and it's Navi, you're so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, we both have fun doing like the voice acting bits in these games. It's always entertaining.
Susato is looking doubtful.
She is. She is doubting. Press X to doubt.
Sex to doubt.
Could I venture an opinion, Mr. Sholmes? I think you are wrong.
But of course, what's on your mind? Gonna tell me how awesome I am?
It's just about your deductions before. Some things don't quite make sense to me.
Like the updated autopsy report.
Right?
I welcome questions as to my method, and will answer both loudly and proudly.
And probably wrongly. Oh, well, good. First of all...
You're wrong.
Number 1, snakes are egg-laying creatures, part of the reptile family.
Okay. You are well informed, madam.
And reptiles, don't drink milk.
Yeah, wait. Then why is there a saucer?
It's really only mammals that like to drink milk, you see. I see.
Also,
what
I am
there is a
surprised-
cat! There is a cat!
I'm surprised that this is the first thing that she noticed.
Right.
Not like the autopsy thing.
Right? So, I'm not sure it'd be possible to train a snake using milk as a reward.
I mean, how do you know?
I mean, true.
Maybe they'd be like, wow, I've never had milk before. I love this.
Yummy! This is a good treat for me!
No matter, no doubt Miss Pavlova used some other treat to encourage her pet to do her bidding. She just had the milk was for herself.
Yeah, she just liked to drink it on the floor.
She's just weird. Milk was merely an example. The logic holds.
Does it? Well, there is something else. Plot twist, Herlock is a team yell grunt.
He just follows Marnie around, I guess.
Hell yeah. Well, there is something else. Snakes have no ears. Yes, so I'm not sure it'd really be possible to signal to a snake by whistling.
Is that true? I mean, I think they have the sense of hearing, I'm sure, right?
Google it.
All
Go
right.
on to the World Wide Web.
What of the tales from Arabia?
Yeah, what of
Oh
that?
yeah, when you have the snake charmer.
Oh, yeah, the...
Have you not heard of the snakes that dance to the sounds of a flute?
There, I'm right. Airtight
Yeah.
logic.
Snakes. Yeah, wow, that was the first thing that came up when I typed in. I typed in can snakes, and the first thing was here. Snakes can, in fact, hear. Okay.
Uh-huh.
They have fully formed inner ear structures, but no eardrum. Okay, so yeah, I mean, she was right. They don't have ears, I guess. Their inner ear is connected to their jawbone, so they hear through their jaw.
Interesting.
Like, I guess they just feel the vibrations and stuff. That's it. Okay, well, I didn't know that.
We learned a fact today.
Snakes don't have ears.
Yeah, but they have ear things in their jaw.
Like, they can sense vibrations, at least.
Intrigue. I think perhaps the performers play their music in time with the snake's natural movements.
Oh, I see.
Well, don't I look like an idiot?
No hands, no feet, no ears? These creatures are so inept as to be practically useless.
What the hell? Sherlock!
See, he goes in the opposite direction as Steven Universe, where he's like, he cries, because, like, they don't have any arms.
Right? They don't have any
He goes in the
arms.
opposite direction, he's like, they don't have any hands, they're useless.
Rude. Stephen would not approve. Don't take it out on the snakes, Mr. Sholmes.
They're doing their best.
There is one other thing. See, I feel like it's like Uncle from Jackie Chan Adventures.
Yeah.
One
Oh,
more
one more
thing!
thing.
Just again.
You have more?
Yup. Snakes use the scales on their bellies to propel themselves. Wow! So I'm not really sure that a snake could manage to climb up a flat bell cord like the one in these cabins.
You should try harder.
Whoa, Sherlock! Or Herlock,
He
sorry.
really doesn't like snakes.
Please, don't be angry with me, Mr. Holmes. Or Sholmes. Gosh dang it.
Either way.
The point is, even if this snake had gone through the ventilator to the next door cabin, it couldn't have come back without help. What I'm trying to say is that there are a number of reasons why it's difficult to imagine the snake could have had a part in this. Mwah. He's all sad.
My deduction.
Weak.
Uh-huh.
We're not done with you yet, Pavlova. There's something going on with you, isn't there? I think
Dangerous past time.
we need to step in and help again, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, did you notice before that the sailor has tan lines across his face in the same pattern as the
Oh.
snake?
Yeah, I had noticed he had the lines on his face.
I mean, I noticed that, but I didn't
They're
realize
in-
it was the same pattern.
So wait, is this not the first time that the snake has been on him?
Interesting.
Is the snake his pet? Let's see.
I do wonder if she has a cat. I'm telling you, the milk on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to really think that that's what happens. So, but that is an interesting fact. It's
But like,
Snappy.
she's not denying that the snake
Is hers.
So
That's true.
We'll find out, I guess.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, we gotta help again.
Oh my god, did the snake eat her cat?
No, don't say that. Stop it. No. We're not even gonna entertain that thought.
That's fine. It'll just like cough it up.
There. Okay, fine. That's okay. Oh no, you don't mean. Yes, we need to modify Mr. Sholmes' latest deductions and turn them into the great ones they ought to be.
I had a feeling that was coming. Alright, let's give it a try.
Just what I was waiting for, Mr. Naruhodo. Just thought it was funny. Oh yeah.
Oh, you're fine. Oh no, you're fine. I was actually just curious about that. I was like, I wonder if that does represent something. But no, you are good. Don't worry.
Yes, right.
Let's dance. Cast your eyes down to your wrists again.
Oh, this makes me think of the Old Spice commercial. Where it's like, look at your hands, now back to me, now back to your hands, now back to me, you know? What?
done it again! Your handcuffs are gone! Where did they go?
You don't want to know. I fear not. I shall see they're restored after our work is done.
I really wish you'd just leave them off.
Yeah, right? Haven't we proven it's not me? Now everyone, let us begin. Sherlock Sholmes is proud to present his Logic and Reasoning Spectacular.
Boom, baby!
Course correction. Hold it.
Hold it!
Hold it.
Alright. The beloved
Okay.
speckled snake.
Miss Pavlova. Okay, well, yeah.
Moments ago, claimed the following.
This should all be the same.
His death has nothing to do with me. His whole thing has nothing to do with me. And then we get to, yet you cannot deceive yourself. Oh,
We'll just keep going.
yes.
It'll be the text that's like a different font. Yeah,
Yeah,
your
this.
aching heart.
Yeah, smarts with pain.
She does have a pained expression on her face. Oh, that's you.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yes, that's true. She looks as though Kazuma-sama's death is weighing heavily on her mind.
But you're not sure Mr. Holmes has read her quite correctly, is that it? There be some other way to interpret her expression.
Let's take a moment and really look very closely at Miss Pavlova.
She's looking at her hand.
Look at these fucking hands.
Have you ever looked at your hand, like, really closely?
Have you ever seen
Man,
the lines?
dude. Her hand? Her wrist?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
she's been scritched.
Ah, it is a cat.
I'm really thinking it's a cat now,
Yeah.
bruh. I was only guessing before, and I'm now right. I'm confirming it. Or it's a raccoon.
Pet wreck.
That looks like... Oh, Naruhodo-san, look! That looks like a very painful wound.
It looks like a scratch made by some kind of small animal. Fairly recently, too.
Whatever scratched her doesn't appear to be around here. No, that snake just has hands. What else is causing her
Present.
pain?
Oh, well, no, yeah, just click on it and then...
Okay, what am I supposed to do?
Present in the bottom right.
Oh, that's right.
Yes! Claw crush! Pachow!
Now we dance!
Yes, when you recall those horrid events, that claw scratch smarts with pain.
Indeed, and simple observation reveals that the wound is fresh.
Miss Pavlova, did you in fact receive that scratch sometime last night?
Ah! When I think about the young man who died next door, I feel so sad. And when I am sad, the pain from this wound is worse.
It is connected to my hand, you see! My grief!
And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. So we ask, what was the nature of this injury that stole... Okay, yeah, I think we're back on
Oh yeah, we're back on there.
the regular stuff. So it was
The friend of which who boarded this vessel, was it not? Oh. Getting to another one of the other texts. Telltale glance. Yeah, to the... Oh, I just love that.
There you go.
Writhing serpents. Well, it's not the serpent then.
Wait,
Still saying it's cat.
wait.
What?
If she... Is the sailor her friend? Because she looked at him. I don't know.
I mean, maybe.
It seems likely that the scratch mark on the back of Miss Pavlova's hand was made by this friend of hers, doesn't it?
No.
Except...
I mean, we're probably just gonna look and, like, the cat is, like, on his back or something. Like, 'cause that's what keeps happening, is we just, like, look on the other side, and that's where the answer is.
Right? Like when we saw her hair. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Snake-
he has his hands behind his back? Maybe he's holding the cat.
Oh gosh, I hope not. That would be awkward for the poor cat.
What? I mean, he's just, like, holding it.
Oh, okay. Like, with like scoop, like his
maybe
hands are
he's,
out.
he's, like, trying to hide the cat or something.
All right.
Snakes don't have claws, do they?
No,
That would
they
be terrifying.
no, they don't. They don't even have hands or feet on which claws might grow.
They don't have any arms. Well then, if that snake isn't her pet, What's the true identity of this friend of hers?
We should follow her gaze, Naruhodo-san.
You want it to be right?
I so want it to be right. See, we all thought the snake was her pet. We really did. We were all thinking it. That's where we'll find the answer.
Yeah, let's take a look behind him. No. Wait.
Oh!
Oh, it's in the picture. Look at this photograph.
Oh, every time it makes me go, ah! Look at the kitty! Look at his little beans! Look at the little beans!
Toe beans.
Oh, look at that photograph in this frame. This must be
Every
some.
time I do it makes me laugh. Sorry. It's just a reaction.
It always is. I got you. This must be something Miss Pavlova brought with her when she ran away.
She's exceptionally beautiful, isn't she?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
true.
the cats.
I love that cat. But personally, it's the little black creature she's holding that caught my eye. Maybe we'd better take a closer look at this.
It's a cat.
Little kid.
Yes!
Little kid.
Little kitten!
Without a doubt, your friend is the little kitten we see before us.
Yes, the scratch on the back of your hand makes that abundantly clear.
Oh no!
The whereabouts of this black kitten isn't clear. But what is clear is that you brought the animal with you when you ran away, didn't you?
Ah!
Darka is
My best friend! I couldn't leave her behind!
Oh, Darka would appear to be a Russian blue. And yet, that fact leaves us in a quandary.
It do.
The victim's written observations on the night in question tell of a speckled band. I think we're back on that.
Okay.
Regrettably.
Regrettably what?
Or, well, I guess it's different.
Huh!
This specimen's markings do not fit the description in any way.
Dang! Dadgum!
Oh yeah, we gotta see the supposed snake skin. What's up with that?
Oh yeah, what is with
Is
that?
it even a snake skin? Maybe it's like a... Because it just looked like a claw. to
It
me.
did, yeah. I thought it was like a scarf or something.
Yeah.
Get the answer to this quandary even
Hidden
now.
behind your back.
I still think it's interesting that her hair has a hook in it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Snake slowed skin. Really?
We're not even talking about the snake anymore.
Right? Come on! Keep up!
the cat's fur. I don't know.
It's the cat's skin!
Yeah.
Did you see that? She just took something out of her pocket and hid it behind her back.
Why didn't she just leave it in her pocket? Yeah.
Yeah, why did she do that?
Yeah, that's what you know.
If
Guys
she
say.
just left it in her pocket, no one would have even known.
Oh yes, ploys like that are Mr. Shulman's specialty. He's ever so cleverly forced her to reveal everything.
I thought deduction was his specialty. Maybe making me believe that was a ploy too.
Anyway, I find it hard to believe that the skin of a snake...
In which case, just what is Miss Pavlova hiding behind her back?
Pantyhose.
Oh, maybe. Could be.
Let's turn her around.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, is that a knife? What's in that? Whoa.
Yeah.
Girl! I have to...
I guess-
Yes! I wasn't hitting that. There you go.
Wait, but it still said. Wait.
Yeah, what is it?
Personally, I find it hard to see how this could possibly be a snake skin. But that's what makes me think it is!
What?
When all else fails, say the least likely thing.
Did I hit the wrong thing?
Are you quite concentrated? You've identified exactly what I did originally. Yeah. What?
But I hit
Hold on,
the
I think maybe we
thing!
have to turn it more or something. As inimitable as I am, people do like to try. But you won't make a great detective like that, nor even a great detective's assistant.
Yeah! I missed the sweaty phoenix face!
Alright.
Ugh.
Alright, let's try again. We gotta make sure it, like, says something different.
Exactly is she trying to hide? No, in a sense, there isn't. She's clearly concealing whatever it is behind her back.
The question we need to ask is whether it really is the shed skin of a snake or not.
Should probably look at it in more detail.
We know that it's not that.
What happens if you just click on it instead of clicking present? There you go.
There we go. Well, it is speckled and it is a band, but
Oh, it's a cat toy.
Oh!
Yeah, it's one of those because it has the handle. Like, yeah.
Baby!
Yeah.
good job. Good job. What is it? Oh, well, Nora, how do we already just figured that out? It seems to be soft and fluffy, a long piece of cloth of some sort.
Oh, bless you.
Excuse me.
And that looks like a handle at one end.
I think it might be a cat's
There
toy. This sort is common in the West, apparently.
How is that a toy for cats?
Cats like to chase the band around and paw at it. It's really cute. Kittens in particular love that sort of play. You only need to wave it in front of them, and they pounce to catch it.
That sounds positively adorable.
Yes, there we go.
Ha
Now we can present it.
Yes! Yay! See, I was glad I got it wrong just so I could see the sweaty phoenix face again. I missed it.
Yes, the thing you're trying, but failing, to conceal is, a cat's toy.
Precisely. And the true nature of the now infamous speckled band.
Ah!
And it was this toy that you dangled through the ventilator.
It's a cute cat toy.
You waved it around, I presume. Naturally, the victim could not fail to notice it.
What, she waved it all the way up there?
I guess.
I don't know, that still seems a little weird.
But why?
Yeah, but why? For what reason?
And how? My dear boy, there can be only one answer to that. After her feline friend disappeared through the ventilator into the neighboring cabin, Miss Pavlova attempted to use the speckled cat's toy to incite the creature to return.
There we go. That makes sense.
Okay.
I thought she was just playing really
Summary.
high up, and I was like,
The
why?
nature of this friend of Miss Pavlova's, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a blithesome Russian blue breed of cat by the name of Darka. Yeah! A truly troublesome feline young Darka is proving to be. She must be caged once found. You will forgive us for borrowing the photograph of your pet, Miss Pavlova.
Nice.
Oh, the tiara. It just said the tiara can also be seen. I wonder if we're gonna have to. I bet there's like a fake tiara.
Ooh, you think?
We'll have to compare it to the photo.
Probably.
It was after I gave her food last night. That's when it. Hold on, it's hard to do the
Yeah,
high
that's
pitched
when it
voice.
happens.
That's when it happened. She scratched the back of my hand and then ran up the bell cord. What a bitch. Before I could do anything, she had disappeared through the ventilator. Darka! She's so naughty!
A beloved kitten.
Solved! Death by a venomous snake bite? Nope.
Oh, okay. We're still
Now
going.
it's time to go for that. That's
We're
right.
still
We got
going.
one. We got one.
Keep going. Moving on.
Time to move on.
No, it's our boy. It's
No.
our boyfriend.
How did he lose his life?
Wait, did we?
What?
Oh, yeah, we did
Yeah,
do
yeah,
this part.
yeah. We
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gotta get to the corrections part.
Back to the circumstances of the victim's death.
Terrible venom. There we go.
No.
What Mr. Sholmes says is true. There were no signs of a wound anywhere on Kazuma-sama's body.
That's right. Mr. Sholmes seems to be unaware of one very important detail. Kazuma wasn't poisoned.
Yes, it would seem so. Let's give him the information he's missing, now. Okay,
The red, or no, wait.
oh yeah, that's right, it was...
with the... Yeah,
Postmortem
yeah,
report,
yeah,
there we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yes!
truth bullet through the window. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death.
Yeah, it does make it feel like Danganronpa.
Doesn't
but,
it?
like,
That's wrong! Can only be explained by the post-mortem report.
ah, yes, I knew it was one or the other.
His neck was...
Indeed, the breaking of the cervical vertebrae is fatal. Only that Goliath would be strong enough to survive that.
I just can't help but see Phoenix when he does that. Cement Stroganoff isn't some immortal freak, you know.
Oh, and then,
Also,
maybe-
Navy was mentioning, someone mentioned that game to me
Danganronpa?
today. Oh, I recommend
Yeah,
it.
if you like, courtroom, visual novels. Although Danganronpa is, like, kind of insane, so
It is, and it's, I would say,
it's very bizarre.
It's also, I guess in a sense,
It's
darker.
It's more violent, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little more violent,
sure.
but there is still humor.
It's an adult visual novel.
Yeah. So I mean, I recommend it. If you enjoy Ace Attorney, I feel like you would probably like that one as well. So I recommend it. I have watched all three, and I have played the second one myself. So I think they're great. I would recommend them. Is it scary or just violent? I'm a huge chicken. Oh, no worries. I am a very big scaredy cat myself, and I would say it's more just violence. I don't think there's really anything scary per se. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, like, I don't know, maybe like some little things, but there's not like jump scares or anything.
Yeah. It's not like a...
There's like an atmosphere of,
It's because it's kind of a suspense where there are people that are being killed and you have to figure out how and stuff like that. But there's nothing ever like super spooky necessarily. But yeah, so I would say no. But yeah, so I hope you can. That'd be cool. So I'll have to keep an eye out to see if you do.
We have on good authority that the victim's neck was broken. Now, if we take that as fact, the kitchen broke his neck.
Oh no!
We can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime. Oh no! Could there be?
Oh!
Yes, an examination of the deceased's body. Oh?
No, it won't.
Oh yeah.
Kazuma died because his neck was broken. In other words, he was probably, struck by something. Or someone. Yes, that's a distinct possibility. As of yet, no weapon has been found, though. Presumably Darka didn't silently creep up behind Kazuma and deal him a fatal blow. This cat's like, meow,
The cat just has like a baseball bat.
whack! I suppose it's possible he had a fall and hit the ground awkwardly. It could have been a terrible act of misfortune that he broke his neck completely by accident. Oh yes, a bad fall could explain it. It's rather hard to believe of Kazuma-sama, though. He wasn't a clumsy man.
Like you.
Right? You're a clumsy fucking fool! Well, we need to fix this deduction somehow. Is there anything from this scene that could explain what happened?
Oh,
Let's see.
because I mean...
Oh!
What?
Talking about,
Oh, hello!
It's Crowin!
Owen.
Short stream, young man! A short stream, they say? But also, I'm happy to see you, Crowin. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Welcome, Raiders! How are you guys doing? And Crowin, I hope you don't mind. Ergo was totally stealing your line.
Only a little bit.
Yeah, when we got raided, and I was like, man, you're totally pulling a Crowin right now. But how was your stream? Was it fun? Did you get a lot of art stuff done? We're just correcting Sholmes yet again. Let's see. An examination of the deceased body. Is it the post-mortem report again?
Well, I was going to say the scuff mark,
Mm.
because that would say that
Mhm.
he like fell. Oh yeah, here, I will also shout out
Oh yes, shout out Crowan.
Crowan. You'll follow Crowan, he's another Crow VTuber.
He's super funny and he's a
Yeah.
variety streamer. He streams all kinds of stuff. The Crowan is contagious. I taught Gurg as well. Yes, you did. You did. You try it. Go for
Try
it.
the mark on the floor.
Yes. If you're wrong, I'll laugh.
It was poo. No.
Yay! Wait. Oh, it was poo.
Yes.
An examination of the mark on the floor will prove the cause of death conclusively.
Also, I'm sorry you had to see this, Crowan. I know you liked Kazuma.
I know. Yeah. Don't look. Don't look.
Don't look.
Don't look. Yeah, it was nice. My janky controller setup wouldn't let me open my menu in Neo 2.
Oh,
no.
No, Crowan.
I know, right? I was so upset. I was like, no, Kazuma. He did. He pulled a Mia. He did. He pulled a Mia, and I'm angry. Right?
This particular mark, so prominently visible next to the victim's body, is a positive shoe polish.
Or poo polish.
If his bandana was still moving.
Right? His bandana stopped moving, so you know.
No.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, that would be funny if it was still moving. But yeah, it died with him.
There's still wind blowing,
And I am in denial about the whole thing. Right?
right?
Like I said
He
before,
faked it.
he'll come back at the end.
Yeah.
At the end.
He faked his death.
That or please
If
let
we
her
have
be
I was
clairvoyant.
gonna say, yeah, if we have a spirit medium to
Yes.
like channel him.
We need a Fae descendant. Let her be a Fae or ancestor. Sorry, I was using the wrong one.
Although I was going to say, would that make it awkward if she and Ryunosuke presumably get together, and then later you have Phoenix and Maya? Like, wouldn't that mean that like their bloodlines are they're like related?
That happened a lot back in the old days. Don't even worry about it. Oh, see? They're imagining it. It's already happening. And Crowan's like, that'd be sick. Right. Navi, I agree. It would be amazing. And then, aw, thank you. Yes,
sleep.
go to sleep, Crowan. Mr. Short Stream Boy. Go to sleep. We love you too, Crowan. Good night, Mr. Variety Streamer.
Good night.
Line? Line. Line?
Shoe polish? Shoe polish.
Shoe polish? Is that my line?
Indeed. Positively identified by a little analysis device I constructed, which I carry now as a matter of course.
It's just a thing I do.
Beeswax, tallow, and dye were my results, the undeniable ingredients of shoe polish.
And the color of the polish is a perfect match to the color of Mr. Asagi's laced leather shoes.
Stayed for the snake.
Aw, you need to sleep too, but you stayed for the goddamn snake, to be honest. Aw.
We'll probably finish like after we finish the deduction section.
You sure? I think
Probably.
it's interesting because that's when we stopped last time too.
I mean, it makes a good stopping point.
I mean,
think.
it do. So yeah, we'll probably do that, and so we'll find someone to raid.
it is getting late, so.
I mean, fair. But when does that stop? Or you, but mostly me.
Looking at this mark, it's not hard to imagine what happened. Someone was drinking tea and they dropped their cup. Wait! I didn't see what he said. Oh well. Mr. Asogi must have caught his foot at that point on the floor and tripped.
Please no! He tripped over the cat. By a dreadful turn of misfortune, caught his neck against some immovable object as he fell to the floor. Suffering a fatal blow to the spine, the victim's vertebrae shattered, and in that instant he lost his life.
No!
Oh God.
I don't know. I don't know anything about this.
Is that really true, Miss Pavlova? What about the evidence left at the scene where Mr. Asogi lost his life?
Oh, it's the bell!
Oh, is the bell like on its collar?
Yeah, the bell on the collar. I just remembered it had a bell.
Facts are as clear as day to me. You did all you could to conceal the incriminating evidence. but now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you choose. She does that a lot.
She do. It's in the case.
That's right. Oh, okay, we're back to the... Oh, wait.
Oh, but it's not in the case.
Oh, in the...
It's got to be somewhere closer, or somewhere else. I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama merely tripped over and now he's no more? It can't be true. I refuse to accept it.
I know it's hard to believe, but the mark on the floor does seem to suggest that's what happened.
But
And if this part of Mr. Sholm's deduction is right, Miss Pavlova is trying to hide some evidence that would prove it. Here in this cabin, somewhere in the direction that she just cast her eyes.
where? I wonder.
Let's have a good look around. The answer must be here somewhere.
Okay.
Let's move it around. Move it around town.
There's Tiara again.
I don't think it's...
We can
Is-
examine it at least.
Ah, somebody appears to have dropped 20,000 rubles here. Am I right?
It hasn't been dropped, Naruhodo-san. It's been placed.
I'm starting to sound like Mr. Sholmes.
Stop trying to sound like the great detective! Okay. Let's look in the case. Let's humor him. Or can
That's-
you
I mean,
even-
it's- I guess I can click on it. Let's see. There you go.
Oh,
it's
nothing
empty.
This is where Miss Pavlova hid her friend.
That's right. And it wasn't a snake after all.
No, it was that little kitten she calls Darka. Not that it's anywhere to be seen now.
It seems to have let itself out of the case and gone exploring. I expect it's wrapped itself around someone's head somewhere, trying to make a new friend.
No, that's what the snake is doing.
Right? Either that or it's scratching their hand to pieces. The point is, where has it got to?
Okay, let's look... in the wastebasket.
Oh,
Maybe?
I mean, we looked at it before, but
Try again. This is the waste paper basket. Good job, Naruhodo-san. Perhaps all the first-class cabins have them?
But Miss Pavlova only started occupying this this cabin late last night. Presumably, there's not much rubbish in there yet. Ah! Oh, what's that?
It's a broken piece of glass, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And I feel like I've seen it somewhere before.
If it looks familiar, perhaps it's more than your mind playing tricks on you. No, that's the thing! That's the thing! Present the shit!
waste paper basket.
Huh! That's right! You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that waste paper basket.
Here we have a fragment of some intricate glass object, it would seem. One that has a familiar air, in fact.
Precisely. We found another piece of broken glass on the floor in Mr. Asagi's cabin. And as you can see, the two pieces fit together perfectly. Just like me and Kazuma-sama did. Oh no.
So, Miss Pavlova, shall we consider what this tells us? Why would it be that part of this glass object, which was evidently broken at the scene of the victim's death, should be found in the waste paper basket in your cabin? You're well acquainted with this glass spell, are you not? I don't know, and that hushed Russian accent of yours won't save you this time, dear girl. Why? Because we have conclusive evidence linking you to the bell in question. What?
It's gonna be that photograph!
Take it away, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes. The evidence linking Miss Pavlova and the little glass bell. That would be the picture we just added into the evidence!
Yeah, zoom in.
Woo!
Enhance. Zoom,
Enhance.
enhance.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes, it's that!
If you look at the photograph, you can clearly see, hanging from Darka's collar, the very glass bell in question.
But that photograph is in black and white.
You don't know!
The truth is caught up with you, Miss Pavlova. The young man who lost his life last night did so after a truly inauspicious fall.
Fuck!
And the cause of that fateful stumble.
Cat. Whoa.
Your
Absent feline friend.
Hang on, we should have said it together. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Your absent feline friend, Darka.
I'll put that cat in jail, I guess.
No, it's not Darka's
The cat is a
fault.
murderer.
They can't.
I couldn't tell anyone. I'm sorry.
Death by tripping over a cat.
Oh my god, that's so sad. Oh no.
But like,
But was it?
yeah, I don't know.
Hang on, let's at least just read the
Do a
this
little
bit.
bit.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us now, Miss Pavlova? Tell us exactly what happened last night.
No,
I don't want to.
It was a little after 1 in the morning.
it was so late, but I hadn't had time to feed Darka, so I gave her some food. And then all of a sudden, she scratched me and jumped out of my hands.
People do say that cats become very anxious and nervous in new environments.
She was so fast, she disappeared through the ventilator before I could stop her.
I'm assuming that our boa constrictor friend is still attached to Boris's face.
And that is how you acquired the rather nasty wound on the back of your hand, I take it?
Yes. And I had read the, rules on the wall. I knew that I was not allowed Darka with me.
Yes, modern science suggests that animals can carry infectious diseases. Not like people can do that too, you know. It's a precaution, really.
So I listened and listened, trying to hear if there was some noise in the next cabin. It was very quiet. I was sure if someone was there, he must be sleeping.
So at that point, you thought it safe to try to lure the kitten back again. By dangling the end of the toy through the ventilator and into the adjoining cabin.
Dark always loves this toy, but it didn't work. Nothing worked. I tried using her favorite toy, I tried whistling to her softly, but nothing. She didn't return.
Fuck!
So the faint whistling sound Cosimo wrote about in his diary is Miss Pavlova trying to retrieve her pet.
You know, I wonder if this all could have been easily remedied if she had just gone next door, knocked on the door, and said, "I'm sorry, but I think my cat got in here. Please don't tell anyone!
Right?
Please!"
Cats have a propensity to remain hidden in the shadows when frightened.
See? It's Navi agrees.
Yes, so there was nothing else I could do. I just had to wait until she had calmed down. But then... Meow! I nearly passed out with shock. I heard her cry out and then... Oh, it was such a dreadful bang. But afterwards, nothing. It was totally silent.
Cosimo was... From the appearance of the brown mark on the floor, it seems likely that you heard was the victim stepping on the glass bell and tripping up. The SS Borear is a large vessel, but even she can pitch and roll violently without warning. If Mr. Asogi was already off balance as a result of the ship lurching when the kitten got under his feet, the combination of unfortunate factors could easily have caused him to fall over. But what became of the kitten afterwards?
In the end, I I managed to get her to come back through the ventilator.
Yet Dorko is nowhere to be seen.
I must have forgotten to lock my case. And now she's disappeared again.
Gracious, that cat is as unsufferably restless as I am.
She'll be hanging on the walls, like I was, like a spider monkey. Well, he knows something about himself, at least.
When I woke this morning, I heard that a young man in the cabin next to mine had died. But I couldn't bring myself to tell anyone what had happened. I was too scared. Scared that they would send me back.
Oh, hold on a minute. What about the snake? There you go. We're bringing back the snake. You're right. Where is it? If the snake isn't your friend, Miss Pavlova, then whose is it? And where did it come from?
It's the sailors. I think it's the
Yeah,
sailors.
he's petting it.
Yep,
And yeah, that's why he had the marks on his face.
that's gotta be it.
What on earth is such a dangerous creature doing aboard this ship?
Oh, I didn't say?
Yeah, you didn't.
Snake is my friend. His name is Piroshko.
Aww.
Huh? What? That snake belongs to you?
He escaped from cage when emergency alarm sounded. I was looking for him. I did not expect to find him in here.
Yes, how did that snake get into this cabin? But animals are not permitted on board.
Ha! We are at sea for 1 year. You want to be so long without close friend, without someone who understands?
Right? I wouldn't want to be away from you for a whole year.
Aww.
I'd smuggle you into my suitcase too.
Wow, thanks.
Would you smuggle me?
Sure.
Chat, press X to doubt.
Couldn't you find someone a little more human who understands you better?
Ryunosuke, come on.
But my dear burly fellow, a gargantuan venomous snake? Surely you can appreciate the danger you're putting everyone in. No venom. Huh? Piroshko does not have venom. He is harmless, very long, but very gentle. He is adorable, like a granny.
Yes, I am a little old lady snake.
It's venomless. Yes, now he is hungry, so he is in bad mood. But once I feed him, you will see Big Smile.
And you feed him what? Milk, I suppose? And hello,
Hi,
Nika.
Nika.
Yes, it is
Yes.
pretty late. We're probably going to be stopping soon. We'll try to raid somebody. But I'm glad to see you. I hope you are well.
Yes, welcome.
Do we feed this snake milk?
Like they say, milk chickens? Ridiculous. Snakes that drink milk are only in stupid stories.
Only stupid stories.
Piroshko eats mouses, big fat round mouses.
Oh, so is that what the little mousetrap in the passageway out there is for?
Of course. How else can I catch my friend's favorite food?
Nothing says top of the food chain like the look in their eyes right now. Whoa, whoa, Sholmes! Oh, he seems dead inside. Is he alright? And hang on. So Nika says, I'm doing well, was busy with chores, so unfortunately wasn't able to drop by earlier. Well, that's alright. There's always the VOD, so no worries there. But I'm glad that you were doing your chores, so heck yes. So we have chores we need to do. We have to do some chores later. But yes, I've been having fun. What about you, Ergo? Have you been enjoying
Yeah.
yourself?
Mhm.
Yeah!
It's a crazy, crazy case.
Hell yeah. The Ace Attorney streams are always so fun. I love them.
It refuses to drink milk. It can't hear a whistle. It can't climb up a bell cord, and it's not even venomous. How the deuce did something so inept land a starring role?
Wow!
It is not my fault. I do not make up stories. My Piroshko has nothing to do with this incident.
Beach! So that's what happened. That's the truth behind my best friend's tragic death. Is
Or
it?
is it?
Yeah, did the cat write the Russian?
We haven't gone to the stuff about the door. Yeah, or the writing in Russian.
Yeah, I really want to scream at the screen,
I
though.
feel
Be
like
like,
this
it's
is,
the door!
Oh, it's time to hydrate.
Time to hydrate!
Yeah, I feel like this is like
Ah.
there's going to be a second, twist.
Right? I agree.
That's usually what they do.
Oh, stretch. You gotta stretch.
Oh,
Stretch! Woo! Miss Pavlova. I understand the difficult situation you found yourself in, and I do sympathize. But please remember this. A young man lost his life. If you're going to attempt to cover up your guilt with lies, then no matter what the circumstances, I cannot forgive you.
Whoa.
But... What are you talking about, Miss Mikotoba? What lies? Miss Pavlova just confessed everything. It was just a series of unfortunate events. An accident.
I'm no great detective like Mr. Schultz. I don't have a gift for knowing the truth. But even I can see that was not the truth.
Whoa.
Don't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo?
To be perfectly honest, yes.
Whoa.
There's a discrepancy in Miss Pavlova's story. I'm sure of it. I just can't quite put my finger on it.
I confess. I was intending to let Scotland Yard deal with any outstanding issues on this matter.
Oh?
I am only present here for a very specific reason.
I'm bored.
The truth is, you, Mr. Naruhodo, are simply a distraction.
A distraction?
I do hope you've not been finding your shackles too uncomfortable.
Shit. Again. Oh, not again. What did he do that?
Especially as they're on your wrists as a result of my intervention. I was rather hoping I could resolve matters before we made our next port of call.
You were Mr. Sholmes?
Yes, but I overlooked one important detail. The deceased young man was a very close companion of yours, was he not?
I loved him. Yes. Kazuma was my closest friend. I owed him my freedom, even.
In that case, we must follow this to its conclusion. No further distractions. You must uncover the real truth here, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes. Whatever that may be.
Oh boy.
The key to this is the discrepancy in Miss Pavlova's story. I'm sure. If I can chase that down, maybe the truth will become clear.
Look at his head waving in the wind!
The truth about how you really died. About how that scene in your cabin really came to be. Someone murdered you! We're gonna get him! Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Excellent.
Thank you, Mr. Naruhodo.
So then, shall we begin?
Yes!
Okay. So should
Begin
we-
what?
What we should ponder first. So I'm saying, should we, end here?
Do you want to see this through? Or...
I mean, let's see if it seems like we're about to start, another whole thing, then we should stop.
Okay.
But-
So let's do a little. If it's something somewhat short, then we could stop it there. Because I'm wondering if we can get to
a to be continued.
That's what I'm
thing.
thinking, yeah.
But if we start a whole nother deduction thing or whatever, then we should just go ahead.
right. Okay.
The victim who lost his life in a cabin that was bolted shut from the inside.
Oh, are we gonna be able to tell him finally that that's
Yeah.
not what it was?
Was this truly an unfortunate accident? Or was it in fact no accident at all? That is what we must establish in the first instance.
But we've already established it, haven't we? The man tripped over the kitten that climbed into the cabin via the ventilator. Tragic, yes, but still an accident.
The Epic, hold it.
Wait! Let's just take a step back. Doesn't make sense if that's really what happened, does it?
I mean, yeah, like, what did he land on? You know, like, that doesn't seem like enough to kill him.
I'm going to have to ask you to spell it out for me, I'm afraid. Yes, it's starting to take shape now. There's a clear contradiction between the facts and Miss Pavlova's story here. The evidence is right there in Kazuma's cabin. It's undeniable. His death couldn't possibly have been a mere accident. Really?
I mean, I guess the writing. Let us show our hand, Mr. Naruhodo. Time to present the evidence. Evidence that proves unequivocally that the victim's death was no mere accident. Appear to remember.
I wonder if that's what it is.
Because it could be the writing, because it's like if he snapped his neck, then he wouldn't have had time to write that.
Yeah.
I feel like
You feel like that's it?
probably.
Let's
the
try it.
writing.
Yes! This is it?
The truth is clearly
There you
recorded in this photographic print. There was no way
There you
that
go.
Mr. Isogi, could have left this message on the floor. That script, it's Russian, isn't it? That's
Indeed it is. The word written means wardrobe.
I see what you mean. Most people would leave a dying message in their native language. Japanese in this case.
But maybe he was studying Russian. It's a simple language. He could have picked it up very fast.
That doesn't seem likely. That's actually not the point. It makes no difference whether he knew Russian or not. Sorry, what do you mean? Exactly what I said before. There is no way that Mr. Isogi could have left this message on the floor, and the reason why is clearly explained in here. Damage to the cervical vertebrae, resulting in instant death.
Yeah.
Instant death.
Oh god, it's just like, we're gonna get an updated autopsy report.
Oh
It says
god.
Almost instantaneous.
Almost instantaneous! It better not.
Ah! Which means, after the victim fell to the floor, he couldn't possibly have written anything, because he was already dead.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
That's not the only reason either. There's something else we found in Mr. Isogi's cabin. A remnant of something that couldn't possibly have been there if what Miss Pavlova told us were true.
What? So Sasaro-san has noticed it too then? Putting this message on the floor aside, there's something else that gives the truth away. Another piece of evidence that proves this was no accident. In other words,
Wait. Okay, wait. Because the bell is there, then why does she have the other half? Oh, hello. Hello, Ramokin.
Hello! Thank you for the
Ram-
raid, Ramokin!
One of our VTuber siblings.
What's up, Sib? How was your stream? We admittedly are going to be ending ours pretty soon, but we appreciate you attending while you're here, so thank you. Oh, glad to hear it was chill. Chill
Nice.
streams are always nice. Heck yes. And hello, raiders. I hope you are well. So yes, if the bell was there, yeah.
Right? Then why does she have the other half of the bell in her trash can? I don't know.
Right.
That's all I can think of.
Let's try it. That makes sense to me too. I agree. But we're putting down.
We have
Nexus.
full health anyway.
We're
Oh, but
okay.
wait,
we
maybe
can
that.
we can fuck up if we need to.
Oh, that was it.
this piece of broken glass next to the mark on the floor. But that's the glass bell the kitten had around its neck. We already know all about that. It was broken in half when the victim tripped over the cat and fell. So we already have a satisfactory explanation. Where's the flaw in that logic? Unfortunately, there is a very big flaw. A fatal flaw. What? If that's really what happened,
Oh yeah.
then how did one half of the bell end up back here in this cabin?
Oh yes, let's shout out Ramukin.
Do it.
Do it, do
There we
it.
go.
Yay! Check out our sib!
Ah!
Yes, remember that we found the other half of the glass bell in that waste paper basket. Would you care to explain that, Miss Pavlova?
Oh no!
I don't want to!
Both these pieces of evidence clearly point to the same conclusion. That when Mr. Asogi died last night in his cabin, there was someone else in the room.
No!
And that same person deliberately arranged the scene to disguise the truth in order to cover up his or her own guilt.
Yeah.
Yes, there was someone else present in Mr. Asogi's...
Hold it. You are wasting time. Someone else was there? Da, of course, we know this.
What are you talking about?
Bulkhead was bolted shut from inside. There was no way in or out.
Oh, yes.
Come on, let us get to the door thing. I want to say the door thing. We know the door
The
thing.
only other person in cabin when young student died was you.
Yes!
Yes, it was! It's true, I was in the cabin when it happened.
You were shut inside the cabin wardrobe, to be precise about the details.
But I don't know Russian. There's no way I would have left that message.
Not would have. There's no way you could have left that message, to be precise about the details.
Grammar, you know. Would you mind?
Why am I still locked up then? Ha 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 ha, forgive me, my dear fellow.
As I was saying, the person in question wrote the word wardrobe in Russian on the floor in an attempt to incriminate me for the crime, even though I had been asleep in there the entire time. And then, the same person picked up the broken glass bell that had fallen to the floor, for fear of it becoming evidence that would show how Mr. Asogi really died. But why would this
Yes.
person have taken all the pieces of the bell away? Leaving half behind was always going to raise questions. Yes, well,
Maybe to frame them.
To frame... what's her name?
Yeah.
Pavlova? It was past 1 o'clock in the early hours of the morning. The cabin would have been quite dark. I guess that too. I guess it's just an accident.
Oh yeah, that could have been it.
The single small lamp suspended from the ceiling would barely have cast any light onto the floor here. Little wonder then that the culprit failed to notice a fragment of the tiny item.
You all suspect me, don't you?
not I! Seaman Stroganoff!
Nina is woman of sea. She is daughter of strong sailor. 2 years ago, they noticed her dancing skills and she went away to join ballet company.
Is this his daughter?
God. But before, she was dancer on this ship, a member of ship's band. I see. So that's why they took her. You do not accuse ship's angel of being criminal.
Ah, so that's it.
You say that when young student died, Nina was there in his cabin. But that is not possible. I give my truth. Well, this is almost interesting. Oh yeah, wait, when did that happen? Were they saying 1 a.m.? And she didn't get onto the boat until 2 a.m. probably.
Oh, might have been, yeah.
And why would you give your tooth? How can you be so sure? You're a great detective, you should know. Look truth in eyes, cabin bulkhead was bolted shut from inside.
I'm like shaking. I want to say the thing about the boat!
Nobody could go into cabin, not Nina, not anyone.
Let me tell them about the boat turning!
Or you want to tell me that killer can walk through locked doors? Niet, it's impossible.
Niet! You're niet!
Ugh, he's right.
No, he's not, Rinosuke, you know! But wait, I've read about this in detective stories. People often tie thread
You're-
around door latches so they
We've
can
gone
open and
over
close
this.
them from the outside. Susato, you even said that wasn't possible.
Fred, are you stupid?
Are you stupid?
These bulkheads are not barn doors. Certainly not. These are watertight doors, as one would expect to find on any modern steamship.
But they
Constructed
say-
of heavy steel with not a gap in sight, no threads or needles or magnets could have been used.
I want to say it so bad! No, of course not. I thought so too. But Mr. Naruhodo suggested it earlier, so... Susato-san, how could you shift it to me like that?
So Seaman Stroganoff has a valid point. The cabin door couldn't have been bolted shut from the outside.
Not necessarily. What?
What?
I put it to you that I could bolt this cabin door without laying a finger on it.
Come on, buddy. Come on. Let's do it,
And in
Sholmes.
this very cabin, we can
Please.
see the traces of the method I have in mind having been used before.
I don't believe it!
Well, Mr. Naruhodo, I believe you know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah, we do. We do know, we do.
One way does spring to mind, yes. I was here when it happened, so were you, Susato.
Do you really know what Mr. Sholmes means, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, and so should you.
Yes! Because we've seen it happen. Oh, this is it. I'm so excited. Come on, let's finally
Indeed
do
we
it.
have. So would you care to do the honors, Mr. Naruhodo?
What I fucking do. Point out the telling method that was used to slide the... okay.
Yeah, the book's falling. Quick, on.
Oh. Yes!
Look at the bookcase there. See how all the books and things on it have toppled over?
That must have happened when the ship made its emergency stop before.
Yes, that's right. It's a very powerful vessel after all. When the engines are thrown into reverse, a violent jolt goes across the entire ship. Any small objects that aren't fastened down are bound to fall over.
I believe, yes, it's what is known as the force of inertia, acting on the objects.
Is there something Susato-san doesn't know? Or that isn't in her book at least?
She's just Dorothy Ann from Magic School Bus. According to my research,
Well, whatever it's called, the same force that pushed over those books on the bookcase also made something else in the cabin move. The bolt on the cabin door!
ladies and gentlemen, we finally said it! We finally said it!
I was waiting for that for so long. It was very obvious just after the emergency stop that the ship made earlier. We had come into this cabin not long before, and we hadn't bolted the door. But then... Hello! Is anyone in there? Shout if you need assistance! Oh, that sounds like...
Inspector Hasanaga. Oh, yes! That's it! When the ship stopped suddenly, the bolt flew across and locked the door!
Yes, it's made of metal, but it's small and light enough to be moved by the ship's sudden change of speed. Or the force of ineptia? If that's what you want to call it. Oh, gosh. Are you trying to say that last night, after Mr. Asogi was killed,
It done did, my dudes. It done did, my dudes!
SS Boreal made another emergency stop? When I woke up this morning and looked around the cabin, I thought it looked a little odd. All the books on the shelves had toppled over, and all the ornaments. It was almost as if someone had run their hand across the shelves and deliberately knocked everything over.
Yes, I remember that. And I stood them up all again, didn't I?
Then when we came into this cabin, we were surprised to see the same thing here. All the books and everything had toppled over, just like in Mr. Asogi's cabin.
Oh my!
Do you really, or do you have anything to say about this, Miss Pavlova?
Are you out of your mind? You said Burya made emergency stop.
It does seem a little far-fetched. Or could that possibly have happened? Or it could have just lurched, you know? Unless you're saying the culprit is actually someone from the engine room.
Oh, it's simple enough.
Hmm.
Are you forgetting the button in the passageway outside? Used to trigger the emergency alarm?
What if the cat hit it?
But,
The cat hit the alarm.
yeah.
I mean, it's possible. Oh, yes, of course. There was a notice, wasn't there? Telling you only to press the button in times of emergency.
That doesn't seem
Like, what if the cat landed on it? Like, it jumped on it?
that doesn't seem
Like, it went
likely.
boop?
I
boop?
think it was a person.
Maybe.
On dark nights, when the fog is dense, the captain cannot afford to rely on the eyes of his lookout alone. Hence the placement of a number of buttons around the vessel to allow any crewman to raise the alarm.
But yeah, no, it probably was a crew. I was just saying.
The sort of button one is almost compelled to press to satisfy one's curiosity.
I'm not saying I did it, but I might have done that last night. Or...
Wait, it was you? When the button is pressed, two things happen in the interests of safety. The emergency alarm bell rings and the vessel comes to a complete stop. As indeed it did a little earlier today. But like,
He didn't think that would happen before. He didn't think that maybe the door would shut. Mr. Sholmes, surely it wasn't you who...
Oh, it be. It was me.
as I always say, a button has but one purpose in life.
Oh my lord.
To be pressed, whatever the occasion.
And that includes people's buttons. I pressed them. He sounds almost proud of himself.
How dare you mess with ship? I report you to Captain. You are in much trouble now. Now, I'm sure all that can wait until later. Let us not overlook the fact that we have now learnt a valuable lesson. When the vessel makes an emergency stop, the bolts on the cabin doors slide closed.
Oh yeah, they do.
So, what we must now consider...
Yes, it all comes down to one thing now. Last night, after what happened to Mr. Asogi, did this ship make an emergency stop, or did it not?
You are idiots. Buria's huge ship with many passengers. If we make emergency stop even in middle of night, there would be chaos everywhere. What are your thoughts, Mr. Naruhodo?
Not if they were all drugged.
Well, it's certainly possible. Some kind of emergency happened last night. We have evidence to support that idea.
Really? What evidence, Mr. Naruhodo?
Fascinating. Do show us, my good man. What evidence promotes the theory that some emergency gripped this vessel last night? Oh, the ship's log. There are no entries.
Oh, yeah, record says that there was virtually no entries from 2 a.m. until early this morning.
Yes!
Sounds good to me.
Seaman Stroganoff. It's your duty to patrol the first class area of the ship. Isn't that right?
That is correct. Why?
And the ship's log here. This would be where you record the details of your duties.
What are you doing with that? That is mine. Ah, you rather carelessly left it atop the little makeshift bureau in the passageway out there. But as responsible passengers, we took it into our care with a mind to return it to you later. I left it there on purpose. That is where I put it always.
You fucking idiots! The point is, looking at what you usually record, it's clear that under normal circumstances, you write the phrase "nothing to report" every 30 minutes. But from 2 o'clock last night until first light this morning, nothing was recorded at all.
He probably was drugged too.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing recorded in the log?
That is, because nothing happened.
But if nothing happened, you would normally write "nothing to report," wouldn't you?
Gulp? Indeed so, which tells us that shortly after 2 a.m., something happened here aboard the SS Burian.
And what happened, we will find out later. Because I see Ergo is literally
Yeah.
like going, oh, he's falling asleep. All right, so here. So we can raid people. Tell me, no, I can do it. Tell me how to
what
do
are
it.
you doing?
Let's raid someone.
I mean, yeah, well, let's figure someone out.
Oh, okay.
And we can
And-
also, like, save the game.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. We'll save. Let me see who we've got. I can
Is
see
anybody
who's on.
following? Anybody you're following? No? Oh, nobody you're following is on.
Nope.
Yeah, let me see. Because, like, there's somebody that I follow is on, but they already have a lot of people, so I'm like, I can find somebody who doesn't have a lot of people, but I don't know.
But while we're looking for a potential person to raid, if anyone in the chat has any ideas of someone to raid, please let us know.
Grezzy Dragon Lady is on.
Let's raid them. But I also want to say a big thank you to everyone. We had a lot of people raid tonight. We had a lot of people talking in the chat. So you guys are just fantastic. Really, really appreciate you all. I call you my treasures because you really are. You are special and awesome. And I always appreciate it every single day. Aw, thank you, Navi. I'm so glad that you liked the stream. I hope that we're doing just as well as you have been with this case so far. You have gone farther than we have because you've actually finished it. So we'll get to hopefully finish it the next time that we play. But I appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much. You're very kind. And I'm glad that you could come and meet us today. Ergo, were you successful?
This is one person I follow that
Mm-hmm.
I guess we can go ahead and rate.
Sure.
Let's see.
Aww. Alright. So here, let's go ahead to...
Well, I mean, either way. Oh,
There you go. So we'll go here first. And we'll go ahead and... I'm assuming I put it in here. Slash raid?
Slash raid, yeah.
Yep.
And then it's, space.
Mm-hmm.
And then STARKEVT.
Alright.
It's a Stark.
Alright. Stark VT. So we're going to go ahead and raid Stark VT. So if anyone who's in the chat would just like to stay, if even just for the raid, I'm sure the person on the other end would appreciate it. But once again, thank you all. Ergo says thank you as well, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Yay! See, he did. He did. I predicted it. And raid message, I mean, you could say just Grezzy Raid if you'd like.
Grezzy Raid.
Grezzy Raid! But I hope you all have a great rest of the night or day or wherever it is that you're from. Keep it awesome. You're awesome. Let's go off and raid now. Go ahead and get that ready.
I'll just get it ready, yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
So it's going to get us ready. And I am going to go ahead and get us over here now. So you have a great rest of everything, my dudes. Mwah! Bye-bye!